Hey, hey, what's up, y'all? I don't know what's going on. I guess she's having some technical difficulties, but she added me to the stage. Hope y'all is doing well, and I guess we're not going to be covering the lives as she's still editing. I think she told me that she's still editing those, so we're going to be talking about what happened last night and probably some of basically what happened on my panel and overall, and what happened with Mr. Maggot as well. You there? Can we hear you?
Oh my
There
goodness.
you
Can you hear
are. Now I can hear you.
me? Jeez, my phone I had to go out and come back in
Okay.
and it wouldn't unmute me and I'm happy you're on panel because it wouldn't even let me add you on panel. Hi everybody, how are you? Trying to get us fixed here.
No, you're
There
good.
we
You're
go.
good.
Ah,
What's
jeez.
up,
You
everybody?
know, I haven't been live in almost a week and this this is what
Of
happens.
course.
How is everybody? Let me look. And it's not even showing me anybody in chat.
Oh yeah, you got it's
Hi,
climbing quick. Yeah, we
everyone.
got a lot of people. Mia's mommy, Boomer, William. What's up, brother? Kendra, Selena,
Yeah,
Drazo, Mia's mommy, Celia, Jean, Joris. How you doing? Martin's mommy, Rabbit of Chaos, Mikey, Selfie Queen, Cindy. What's up, Vixie? Hey, Jules. How y'all doing? And anybody else that I didn't name, but I'm sure will be more trickling in. So, did you catch all that? I mean, I know
thank you,
you
everybody.
went to bed early. Did you get to catch anything that happened last night? Yeah, some fireworks happened. You know,
I think, and it was
you're really choppy and robotic. You're really, really, really choppy. Yeah, you're cutting out real bad, Subby.
I am so sorry.
You there?
So sorry. I don't know what's going on with
There. That. Oh, I heard it right at the end. Um. Yeah. So here's the thing. I mentioned in my community tab. I put up a kind of an apology, and I apologize that I didn't cut it sooner to some people because basically what went on, look, since for a while now we've been trying to move forward without bringing up people that one have passed, two real life stuff, people's families, things like that. So the whole thing with the the Mims thing, and I didn't want to talk about that on my panel.
it's a
Uh,
touchy subject.
yes, yes, and I that's something that it's just a huge tragedy, regardless of whether she hated my guts or we were friends. Doesn't matter.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
out of
At this
respect,
point, it doesn't matter.
doesn't matter. You know, out of respect for the family, the children, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to bring that up. I don't want to. You may. I understand he was upset and he was pissed at certain people, but I mean, it's
Right.
it's not my job to censor him or tell him
No.
what he can or can't talk about. But on my panel,
Right.
I don't want to go there, so
Yeah.
I kind of cut it short, and then I privatized it. And so that's what it was. Is that I didn't want people to think that I condone that or was
Right.
okay with that, you know.
Understandable.
He may be upset with me,
It
uh,
is what it is.
but I can't. Yeah, that's the thing. You a good friend would say, "Hey, bro, pump your brakes. You
Right.
don't need to go there." You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So if he's mad at me over that,
It
then
is what it
it
is.
is what it is, right? Because all I did was try to stop the unnecessary bringing up of people. There's just no need for that.
I agree.
The problem is with Terry Lynn and Heidi or whoever bringing up that is what's it going to accomplish? Nothing in my book. It just
Nothing.
upsets some people.
Yes, that's it. It just starts another thing, and we've got enough going on right now. We don't need that on top of it. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I don't think it's just no. We don't need to speak on that. Anybody
Yes,
the
Jen and
whole thing
Barrett.
was just a major tragedy, and discussing it does nothing. Does
So
nothing.
those
But
of you just coming in, I can see the chat now. For those of you just coming in, last night Johnny Mac went live. I was up there, Jules was up there, Code was up there, and John was up there. Everything was fine whenever I jumped down and went to bed, but the topic of MIMS was brought up, and John was saying certain things about MIMS and the kids, and I don't know what was said. I was asleep. But yes, people were asking if we're talking about John. Yes, we are.
and I'm not here. I'm not on here to bash him or tear him up or
No,
nothing. I'm just saying, like, I didn't want to talk about that on my panel. I shut it down. He may be upset with me over that. That's all.
I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's your panel, you know, and no matter who it was saying something or talking about a subject that you didn't want to talk about, you would have done that no matter who it was.
Right. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, a lot of people. I mean, the whole chat was lighting up with people saying, "Please don't go there. Please stop. You don't need to do that. Leave it alone." And
Mm-hmm.
I tried, and he was, he really wanted to put that out there. At one point I said, "It's probably even better if you did this on your channel."
Right.
And I tried to help him out with the showing the text correspondence. I
Right.
felt he got kind of snippy with me with that. I thought a little bit. I was trying my best to help him out with stuff that I know nothing about, or people I don't know. And out of friendship, I tried to help him out. I changed the title of my show. Like it's whatever. So I just I would never do to you or to him or to Jules or to anybody
Mm-hmm.
what he did to me. That's all I'm
Right.
saying. And I was kind of shocked that he did that to me. And because not that he brought it up, that when I said I don't really want to go there, that he's then yelled it over top of me
Kept talking about
and
it.
kept
Yeah.
doing it. Like I was shocked at that. And I, am I gonna cut him off and start bashing him? Of course not. Am I gonna
No,
cut him off?
no.
No. I'm just sometimes, things happen and bumps in the road and friendship stuff like that. Not the end of the world, but it's that's just how I feel about it. And
Yeah.
it is what it is at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or keep
Hyphen,
it
you're
on his
right.
channel,
Keep it on
Kendra.
his channel.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all. That's all. I'm not trying to censor anybody else. But people can do whatever the hell they want as long as they leave me and my personal space alone, meaning my family. Even if they bash me, as long as you leave my family and personal life out of it, go knock yourself the fuck out. I don't care. So, and he did. He went live after it, and I saw
Oh,
that, and
did he?
yeah, he went on there, and that's his right. He did it. That's fine. I chose not to go in and say anything. I didn't text him anything either. I thought it was just better just leave it alone. It was just an unfortunate situation that happened, and
Right.
I wish it didn't, but it did.
Hi, Colin. How are you? Yeah, I agree. So, Harry Weasel,
Yep.
what happened there last night? Do you know? Have you heard anything?
Well, I was called during the live last night and said that he was playing you. Uh, I don't know if it's still up, but I was told at 3 minutes and 33 seconds is where I should start listening to. And I have not listened to it because that gives him a view, and
Right.
I never give him those. So
No, me neither. Me neither. But you know what, Harry? No matter what you play of me, no matter how many times you call me a junkie whore, I'm still better than you. End of the day, I'm still better than you. I don't know. He's a horrible person, and he doesn't. I don't know. I have no. What's the word? I have no confidence, or that's not the word, in a man that cannot keep his fucking word. Right?
You would expect nothing less out of this dirtbag. Like I said
Right.
the same thing. I'm like, but Harry, you fulfilled my expectations of you. You continue
Mm-hmm.
to be a classless piece of shit
Mm-hmm.
that hits people in the lowest way he possibly can, and
Mm-hmm.
he uses what if he has information on somebody's past where they were vulnerable or something that he can cut deep with. He'll
Right.
use that. He'll use
Oh,
the
for
worst
sure.
part of your life to
Mm-hmm.
try to hurt you on
Yep.
YouTube.
Yep.
For what reason other than bullying, I don't know, but he claims he's on some type of righteous mission.
Oh,
From
please.
who? From who?
Please.
It's
Righteous mission. If
he
you were
thinks
on a righteous mission, you wouldn't be putting up memes of people that you don't like. Like, that's not the way to go about it. You don't put up clips of people like such as myself. Let's take me for an example, right? Let's take me for an example. What have I done to this piece of shit besides call him a piece of shit? What have I done besides tell you to be careful being his friend? And look what's happened. Look what the fuck has happened.
true. True.
I
Well,
have every right in the fucking world to tell you to be careful being this dirtbag's friend.
just
Because
based
look
off of
what
what
he
he's
did.
done. Just off of
Yes.
what he's done in the past. Just to
Yeah.
you alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And I tell you to be careful with him. And then look what happens. That day that me, you, Amzi, and then he comes on panel and starts shit talking all of us.
He's an asshole.
And he's an asshole. And what did I do to you, Harry? Huh? I kept my mouth shut that day. Because number one, it was really none of my business. Number two, I didn't know what was really going on. I had like bits and pieces, but I really didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I hadn't said nothing about you and purposely said nothing about you to see how you would turn on me just because you were all of a sudden not friends with the people that I'm friends with. Right?
That's a
And
great
look what
reason to
happened.
turn on somebody too, you know?
Of course, you're friends with somebody I don't like, so I'm going to start trashing you too.
Hack time. Yeah. I mean,
Like, come
Argo's doing
on,
it. Slick does it.
come
Deadly does it.
on.
I mean, that's what he wants. And because you wouldn't do that, and a few of us wouldn't do that, we then become the enemy because
Right.
we think for ourselves. He doesn't like that. He wants to be able to tell you, I'm Harry Weasel, the biggest badass in the Ozarks, and they take his word at face value, but they haven't
Yeah.
seen him. If you
Yeah.
see the dude, you'd understand. Trust me.
Right. Right. Like, come on. Like, should I start posting that picture of Harry and Johnny Mac together? Should I start making memes with that? Cut Johnny Mac out of it and just start making memes with Harry Weasel? I have every right to,
You could.
but I'm not that person. I'm not that person. So you'll get yours, Harry. You'll get yours. I've been a little busy and a little preoccupied lately, but you'll get yours. Don't worry, sweetheart. You'll get yours. And I've seen a community post of his yesterday morning, and I reposted it. And then he reposted my post.
Yeah,
You
because he's
know?
not petty.
No, no. So I was like, all right, you petty ass bitch. So I reposted his repost. I was like, "Oh, thanks for reposting my community post here." And I said a few things. But he's talking about you being on methadone and not being able to live a normal life without something to keep you, I don't know,
Says
sober.
Harry the drunk, the
Right,
toothless drunk, the meth
right.
mouth drunk who comes online and he slurs, and you can hear that he only has a couple of teeth, and you can hear that as he gets drunk. But you got
Oh
something
yeah,
to say about me?
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The guy who can barely walk,
Mm-hmm.
whose teeth are rotted out of his head, who looks
Yes.
like a fucking maniacal Santa Claus, uh,
Yes.
has something to say.
Has
All
something
right.
to say. Yep. Hey, Drazo, have fun putting your antennas up. Have a good day. Hey, Shauna. How are you doing? Hey, Brian Press.
That's the best he's got. Okay. I'll take that. Whoop-de-doo. I take blood pressure medication too. You want that? Make sure you mention that too, because I can't live without that either.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Jen and Barrett, everybody at the vet's office absolutely loves Lizzie. Loves her. Every time I take her there, like we pull in the parking lot, she gets excited. So I think she had a pretty good time. I think she did. She was there from Thursday to yesterday afternoon. So yeah, thank you for asking about her. But I'm pretty sure she had a good time. And I took one of her bones with her to keep her occupied.
Nice.
So I think she was okay. I took my Christmas tree down this morning.
I got to
Got all
do that
that crap cleaned
tomorrow.
up. And my husband is taking vacation days. So he's off again today. And we took the tree down, and I was like, "Do you remember before we put the tree up, you said after we take the tree down that we could move our living room around?" And he kind of looked at me. He was like, "Yeah, I remember." So I think we're going switching our living room around. But we got our tree down. All the things are put away. Everything is vacuumed and clean again. So
Did Brian Press say something wrong, or is that an accident? When did you put
I
your
don't
phone in
know.
your pocket, Drazo, and accidentally block Brian?
Uh-oh. Oh no, let me look.
Because that's when he says he was going to listen about. So I think he might have stuck his phone in his pocket.
Accidentally.
Yeah, because I've done that before, where I put my phone down. I see that it's like I'm getting ready to block somebody by accident. Because Brian normally comes in, is normally there's
Yeah,
no
he's
problem
he's
with
pretty
Brian.
cool. Yeah.
I don't see him.
Well, Brian, if you're listening and you cannot chat after this live, I will go
No,
in
there
my
you go. Amzy
studio.
got him. Amzy got
Okay,
him.
cool. Thank you, Amzy. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I'm pretty sure that was
Amzy,
probably an accident.
an accident.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Amzy,
Brian's
did your
great.
boys get their gifts? Did they get their phone wristlets? I made some for the boys. I gave her like a buy one get one free deal, so they could both get one for a good price. And I'm hoping because everybody else has gotten theirs. I don't know if she's gotten hers for them. Oh, okay, cool. She got them. Good, 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 good. But yeah, like I have heard more than one person say that I have one of the worst channels on YouTube. Me. I have one of the worst channels on YouTube. I'm going to share pics of all their phones with them on me. Yes, tag me. Tag me on my business page, Amzy, so I can put it up with everybody else's. But yeah, I have one of the worst channels on YouTube.
Yeah, who
How is
says
that?
this? Who says this?
Well, I've heard a few people say it. Lacey is one of them. And somebody, I'm trying to remember, I think like Anna Maria said the same thing that,
You should
I'm a
say
hate channel,
thanks for the plug. Did you put my link
right?
too? put my link in front, you know?
Yeah, it's like I play your words back at you. So if I'm one of the worst channels in the world or on YouTube, what does that make them? I'll
Well,
wait.
what they're doing, it's funny because if they say that and then they come over and listen to you, they hate watch, and then
Hmm.
they hear and they're like, oh shit, I'm on the wrong side. So what they're doing is just they're giving away subscribers to us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm sure they
So,
throw me in there too from time to time.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hi, William. So yeah, so this is my new channel. Started last night. It's me. All right, Brooklyn. William. So yeah. So what else is going on? Do you know anything else going on? Like I have been very absent.
Well, I
Me
mean,
and my husband went to Florida. We left Friday morning. We were supposed to stay till
how was
Tuesday, but
that?
we
How
came home Monday.
what? No fun? What?
No, we had a lot of fun. My husband was just like, I'd really like to have a day at home, like chilling and doing nothing before I go back to work.
Well, hell, he puts all the damn work into the place. He's always working on it. I mean, we hear him all the time. So
Always. Yeah,
it'd be nice to
always.
kick back and enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Yeah,
blame him.
that's what he was wanting to do. So we came home Monday instead of Tuesday. But no, we had a lot of fun. We did. We spent with our family. It's my husband's family, but you know, they love me too. So can you
Yeah,
explain that post of the fish you posted? Post of the fish. I'll have to go look. I hope it don't kick me out, but I'm gonna have to go look. Can you still hear me?
yes.
Okay. I need to go to my channel because I don't know. Community. Chicago Muscle. Cockeyed Jenny. Methadone maintenance.
Is that the
I
best they got? That's all they got. Methadone.
I don't
Methadone.
know what you're. Oh, stinkfish. Okay, yes. So I put a post up on my community tab. I woke up, was it Sunday morning? I woke up and I had a message from someone plus pictures to proof, evidence of who was looking up my husband's information and gave it to the people that doxed him, right? It was our one and only Ben Jaley and Paul Stinkfish Smith. We've talked about stinky fish on this channel.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that old Benny is involved in that.
Yeah. So I wish I could. I don't know if I could share. Let's try presentations. See what that does. Nope. I won't see if I can share since I'm on my phone. I don't know if I can or not. Extra camera, video storage, presentations, or TMP source settings. I don't think that I can share. No, I can't. But if you go to my community tab, you will see two pictures of my husband. And at the bottom is it was an IG call between Paul Stinkfish Smith and Ben Jaley, right? Two pictures of them. And plus, I have my husband's criminal record with Paul Stinkfish Smith's name at the top.
Aren't these pictures on Facebook? They're
I have no
Facebook
idea.
pictures, right?
I have no idea. I don't know if it's Facebook or Instagram. I don't know what it is.
But they're pictures that he chose at one point in time to post.
Oh,
right?
my husband. Yes, it's from my husband's old Facebook page. Like the picture of him in the wife beater and the jeans, that was when he first got out of prison before I even knew him. I didn't know him at that time. I didn't, I did. Oh, that was before I met my husband. Okay. And the one of him with the reddish shirt on I remember that picture. He was where was talking last week about, I think it was me and Sly was live, and we were talking about Angela Jade and cheating and, marriage and relationships and whatever. And I was talking about, like 6 months after me and my husband got married, he had to go to Pennsylvania to work. Like he was like 15 minutes from like Jamestown, New York. Like he was up there in Pennsylvania, right? And I was here in West Virginia. I was here by myself for like 4 months. He was gone, and we had only been married like 6 months. And I went up there, from time to time as much as I could. I went up there to stay the weekend with him or whatever. And that picture is from a weekend that I had gone up there to visit my husband. There was a nice restaurant in the hotel, and we were down there eating and took a picture together. And that was that picture.
So
But
you
yeah,
guys have memories.
yeah, we do. And people on YouTube like to dig into other people's lives and try and fuck up those memories, but it didn't work. But Jen, I got my eye on you, sweetheart. You too, stinkfish. I know you're still around, and I know you're probably fucking listening right now.
Is she just mad because of that dance video that you put up of her dancing?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
She should be happy that she's somebody's even paying attention to her for 2 seconds.
Yeah, right. But stinkfish, you're going to get yours too, sweetie. Mark my fucking words. Okay, you will get yours from me. From me. You want to dig into my life? I know so much about this man, guys. I know so much about him. And I have not put a single thing fucking out.
You think, Amzy?
I will now.
Do you think? I don't think it's all just that, Amzy. I think there's more to it.
She's obsessed with Johnny Mac and she hates it. Yes, that's it. Because the other day when
that's it? You think that's
KK was live? Yes, KK was live, and me and my husband were like walking on the beach, and I seen KK was live. I had my earbud in, and I was listening to KK, and Jen was up there, right? AMZ came in there. Then I started chatting, and as soon as Jen seen me, she started talking shit, saying I need to pay more attention to my husband and not my online crush, meaning you.
She's a sick puppy.
She's obsessed. She is. And she can't stand that me and you are friends, and she can't be even be an acquaintance of yours anymore. No, that's it.
No, she's on the do not resuscitate list. I want nothing to do with her. There's never going to be a time where she's even going to be welcomed into my chat. She just needs to just go on her separate way and stop mentioning me. But she's ill, mentally ill. She won't. Sad. But I thought there was more to it. I didn't think it was just that. I thought that she had some type of like pre-existing type of jealousy issue with you.
No. I mean, there were, a couple of things. I think she's forgotten all about that. And now she's like hyper focused on you and now me.
Why though? Why now? Why? It's been how long? And she's been completely blocked for a very, very long time. Now all of a sudden it's like a flare up.
Yeah.
It's kind of frightening, man, to be honest. Because of the fact that she went to the police station, fabricating those lies about me, trying to get them to come here, and Maria assisted in that. But now and then she called the cops again when that one night that you were live with me and they knocked and I had to leave for a minute and deal with that. That was her
Right.
calling that
Yep.
night.
Yep.
So there's several
Because
instances.
Maria told her. Because Maria told her that you were showing her house. So that's why she called. Maria told her to call the police.
Well, a front door does not qualify as a dox. Like nobody, they're going to recognize, they're going to drive around looking for the picture of a front door. Good luck with that one. You know, there was no address. I know there wasn't anything to see except for if you recognize your own front door, right? Only somebody who lived there would recognize the front door.
You did not show a street. You did not show an address. There was nothing identifiable about that. It was just a picture of a house.
You know, so once again, she calls up and lies and said I was making all kinds, talking crazy and making all kinds of threats, and which wasn't true. I asked her to leave me alone. She still won't stop. I don't understand, man. These people, like, they keep picking and picking and picking till the point where, you know, you have to do something. Like, somehow you have to do something. You know, what do I have to do? Like, contact her freaking probation officer? I don't want to have to do that shit. I just want to be left alone. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah. Hey, Muggsy. Yeah. But yeah, that's exactly what it is. And, you know, knowing now that Jen was a part of finding out my husband's information, this shit has gone to a whole nother level for me. A whole nother level. Okay, Jen? Before it was just like, oh, let me pick at her a little bit. You know, let's play this dancing video, whatever. You know, no. We've gone beyond that.
Yeah, that's not harmful or nasty in any way. It was just funny. Whoop-de-doo, not a big deal. If she has a problem with that, then she's fucked up in the head, which we already know. But there wasn't nothing bad about that.
Yeah, look what Vixie says. Because her and Clint split, I reached out to him because you read that because I don't have my glasses on.
Susie,
I can't see.
Because when her and Clint split up, I reached out to him because I'm local and knew he was alone. For some reason, she thinks I had a romantic interest in Clint. Well, she's a very jealous individual. I don't know so much that, but she doesn't want people swaying him away from her because that's her meal ticket.
Exactly. You know, do you need to do another kitty kicker? Yes, you do, Brandy. Yes, she needs another kitty kicker. But yeah, it's craziness, and that's about my stinkfish post on my channel. That's what that is.
All these people that said they weren't going to be involved in the drama, and it's a new year, and they're
blah 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 blah.
Shit, man. They started off with a bang, man. Like they literally, they've put out enough hate in the last 3 days. It's like a month's worth.
Yes, it is. Days. Yeah, I agree. And this shit with Siwa.
Oh, and that's a whole nother ball of wax. That I didn't even get him. Well, you know, last night they were
it was
playing
spoke
that.
About.
They were playing that. You know,
Broke on Blast decided she was going to play it.
Yeah, see, I could have done that too. You know, and it would have brought everybody into the chat. But that's like the lowest you can go. Well, one of the lows that you can go to. That's pretty fucking low to use that to grab views.
Yeah. To get it was views, super chats, and to get at Siwa.
We all heard it. We don't need to replay it and highlight that and torment it. Either way. Hey, you know, I've made mistakes too in my past and my personal life. It certainly isn't anybody's fucking business on YouTube to be the moral compass of my life, especially somebody I don't know.
Exactly. Hi, Hand of Doom. How are you? The eyeball needs to be poked. I totally agree, MZ. I totally fucking agree. Because listen, she's accusing Siwa of having a substance abuse problem.
No way.
Oh yes. Oh
They're gonna
yes.
say
Oh
something
yes,
like that?
girl. Oh
No.
yes, girl. I called you girl. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Accusing Siwa of having a substance abuse problem. Accusing Siwa of selling her medicine. Accusing Siwa of getting kicked out of a pain management doctor. All this over the weekend. And then this video comes out. And the eyeball the eyeball decides to the eyeball decides to do this now last night.
Yeah, she's pretty. These people, they stop at nothing, and now it's. She was live, and she may still be live, but she was talking about the blame game or something. So now they're gonna decide who's pointing fingers and who should and who shouldn't. Why is it that they have? Why is it, Brooke, that you have the authority to do that? Who granted you authority to do that? That's the question I'm asking you.
Exactly who do they think they are to do all of this? Why did they appoint themselves the moral authority of fucking YouTube? Why?
Jules has a very big point here.
What'd she say?
Broke has a substance problem too. When you're drinking gets you arrested, it's a problem. Well, I can tell you one thing. Withdrawals from alcohol can be life-threatening. That's one of the few drugs that have life-threatening withdrawals that
Yeah.
can really cause you a problem.
Yeah.
Seizures, heart attacks, strokes, all that shit you can have from withdrawal of alcohol.
Alcohol.
So you can say you can't minimize that. As much as Maggot wants to do that too, he's a drunk. You can hear it in his voice every
We
day.
can hear it in his voice, exactly.
Social drinkers don't get drunk every day. They don't.
Right. Exactly.
So, I mean, it is what it is. Like they want to act like that's nothing. I'm willing to bet that they're polysubstance users. They probably take pills and use different powders of some kind, whether they're speed or downers, and I'm sure they take opioids, all kinds of shit. I can see that. So I don't think that they're as clean as they're leading on. How about everybody pisses in a cup? I bet you all's dirtier than me.
1000%.
Oh, what? Yeah. If the Maggot's in there, you know what he's doing. He's in there he's a sub grab with that dude. Because tomorrow, if somebody tells him a story about a name in that chat, don't think for a second he won't rip them apart too. Really, really nasty. Oh, well, that doesn't surprise me. Jules says, and from what I heard, there's a lot of police calls to her home. Well, that's a very common thing with alcohol abuse. People that have drinking problems commonly have a lot of domestic issues, disorderlies, DUIs, and their mouths get them in trouble on social media. It's a fact.
Oh, most definitely. And that brings up something else. What they're saying about JJ now.
What are they saying?
Saying that JJ is a drunk.
Oh, they got a
Because
lot.
she was live she went on SoFlo's panel one time and had been drinking. So now she's a drunk. And she's a moron, according to Anne Graham.
Oh, God. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And here's the thing. I hope everybody now sees how they are, how they act, how they turn on people. Okay? Because it was the same way with me a year and a half ago. Same thing with me. They didn't like something that I did, so they fucking turned on me like I was not like I was nothing.
The
And they've
same
done the
people that
same
say hello
thing.
to you and say that they're
Yes.
happy to see you. Hey, good to see you, and they're giving you nice little blowing kisses to you and some waving and saying hello every day. Then all of a sudden, because somebody says you're bad news, boom, vicious attacks. You
Yeah.
know, like where's the freaking humanity? What, do you not have a
They
brain?
have none.
You just get vicious because somebody says
Yeah.
that's scary.
What did Lisa say?
Alcohol rage enough to break windows. See, that's I never understood that breaking shit when like
No.
being angry or drunk or loaded and then breaking stuff, especially
No,
your
me
own
neither.
stuff.
Yeah.
I know people that have punched their own walls, thrown their cell phones, punched their TVs, and broke their own shit out of being angry. I never understood that.
Yeah. Yeah. Me neither. Me neither. But
Rage problems.
people on YouTube that have done those things make themselves the moral authority. You know?
Well, she doesn't have a perfect record, Brooke. I mean, I've heard a lot of things
No.
about her.
No, but she thinks that she's better than me, right? She thinks that she is better than me because her husband don't have a tattoo on his eye and her husband don't have a criminal record. Oh yes, her husband does have a criminal record. Her husband was arrested this year or the beginning of last year.
But
Domestic
did she?
violence.
But the big question is, did she fall asleep on a live drunk? Is that true? Is she the one that was drunk on a live snoozing while she was on probation? I thought I heard.
Um,
I thought I heard something.
Possibly Jules would know more about that than me.
I think that's what I was told, that she was on probation and somebody reported her because she was drunk on a live snoozing,
Oh, I know
snoring.
she was drinking and left her life going and went to the gas station to get her husband. Was it an orange Gatorade, guys? Was it? I've never done that. There's a lot of things that they have done that I have never done or would never do, but they think they're better than me.
Exactly, Ghostface. Once you break one thing, you got to replace it. I'm like, fuck that shit. No, these people, man. Well, what doesn't make sense to me is that most of the nurses that I know, and I know a bunch, most of them are like really, really kind-hearted people, and they got into that because they wanted to help people. So to be that type of person, and then to come on here and be so nasty, it just doesn't compute. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to me. But when you add alcohol rage and alcohol abuse, now it makes sense, because people that have addiction issues, most of the time, if they're in full-blown addiction, are pretty miserable. I know I was when I was, using like that. So there could be that. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm going to be accused of saying that's what it is, but I'm just speculating, because one, I don't know her. Unlike them, I'll say that I don't know these people. This is what I've heard, and this is what I've observed. So I mean, you can't argue that the things you've done on here and what you say and do, we can observe that. And that with the way that she acts. I mean, it's, if you can observe these people for a short while and get a pretty good grasp of who they are.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. My nurse friends are nothing like Brooke, very caring and compassionate, right, Sheila?
Yeah, it's almost like
It's
she's
just
not a nurse. Like, she doesn't act like a nurse.
yeah, no, she doesn't. Not at all. Not at all.
What happens if a patient pisses you off? Do you do
Yeah,
vindictive, nasty things to them?
probably.
Like that's what I'm thinking. Like, that's if you're that type of person, It's scary.
Probably. She probably would. She's probably rude as hell to these
Oh
people.
yeah. Oh yeah. I believe that 100%. At the very least.
Yep.
But then this is not an isolated thing with her. We
No.
got Maggot. He drinks his ass off and acts like a clown because of it. Here's another example on Angel's panel when Margot got up there and started getting really nasty with Maureen. He tried to say he was drunk and he apologized because of it. And she said, "Take your
Wow.
apology and stick it up your ass." And
Yeah.
I'm totally back
Yeah.
her up on that, man. You don't get
Yeah, me
a
too.
pass because you've had a couple of drinks.
No.
You're still
No.
accountable.
You're still accountable for your actions, just like anybody else.
Hey, Kenlin.
Hey, Kenlin. Yeah, you're just as accountable as anybody else would be.
Yep. Actually,
Oh, and muscle methadone is not a 90-day program.
no, it's not.
It's long
Where's he getting
term.
that 90-day program? I've never even heard
I
that.
have no idea. Me neither. I don't
There's
know.
two
I
things you
don't
can
know.
do. You can do like a short taper dose thing, um,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't know of anybody that's ever done that, and that's the truth. The
Right.
only
No, me
people I
neither.
know are on the maintenance program. And
Yes.
most of us that are on that have been clean and complied for years and years have issues like chronic pain. Like I have degenerative disc disease. I have three severely herniated discs where I have nerve pain. One of the reasons I haven't gotten surgery for that is because of my health, my platelet count, clotting times, things like that are a huge issue when you have a major surgery. So
Yeah.
I've chosen to try to work on my health first. This is something maybe down the line I can get that fixed, but maybe even now I might be healthy enough to. But finally, but you don't know why people are taking medications. This guy's so
Exactly.
stupid that he thinks that it has some type of euphoric high effect on me every day.
He says that's why you smoke weed, because it gets you high
Yeah,
with the
that's why
methadone.
I use cannabis with THC. Yes, absolutely. Of course. Why would you
Doesn't weed get everybody high?
weren't you hitting my dab pen, jerk off? He was hitting my
Mm-hmm.
dab pen.
Yeah.
So he was smoking it right there with me. Don't forget,
Yeah.
asshole, that you asked me for weed. You asked me to bring you weed to purchase. Remember, asshole? Remember that? You did. You asked me. And what I tell you, I'm no drug dealer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can you bring me some of that top shelf cannabis? And it was weird because when I had it,
Mm-mm-mm.
he wouldn't even walk outside to smoke it. Why? Because you got a bum leg. He wanted to sit in the room with the dab pen. He didn't want to embarrass himself hobbling around. But it's he's gonna throw shade at me for weed. Okay,
Yeah.
you're grasping, bro. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
For real. Yep. Yep. I
Gets
agree.
me. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't get you. I seriously doubt that Sophie gets any type of effect off of the Suboxone because I used to take Suboxone too years ago, but it was when the pills were. It was before the strip came
No,
out.
it's like, but in the morning when I wake up before I take my Suboxone, it's like I feel like, I feel crappy, and then I take my Suboxone along with 5 other medicines at the same time, and it just makes me feel, I don't know, I'm just normal. It doesn't do anything to
No,
me. I'm normal, you know?
sometimes I
So,
forget. Like I'll go to walk out the door. I'll take my blood pressure medicine and stuff, but sometimes I forget. Like that's how much of a non-issue it is. See, I would actually be somebody that would be considered a success on that program because I've complied. I don't abuse it. I always give clean screen. I don't use any drugs, and
same,
you know,
same.
and
We are success stories.
yeah,
We are a part of the few people that is in this program that they don't have to worry about.
Right. Right. We're low risk cases.
Yes.
So basically, and that's why I've been passed around so much with counselor to counselor, because if they're going to give cases to a new counselor, they always give them some of the easier ones, and I'm a low maintenance case. So it's the same. It's fine, man. They're using anything they have to try to throw a shot at me. That doesn't really bother me, man. If you would have seen what a mess I was before, you'd
Same.
understand. So I don't really care. I mean, look, this guy won't even show his face. When you see his face, you'll see all the damage from the meth usage that he's had. So he can say whatever. He can sing any song and dance he wants because I've seen him. I know what he looks like. I can tell he's had extensive drug abuse problems in his past. He's one of the ones you can look at and tell when he opens his mouth. Harry, prove me wrong.
Oh, for sure.
Prove me
For
wrong,
sure.
Harry. That's all you got to do. Click the camera. Prove me wrong. Yeah, he won't. He won't. And that's why he's going at me so hard, because he knows that I'm the only person out of the entire both communities that's seen this dude in real life.
Right. Let's see.
That's why he can't stand me, because I can talk about how freaking ugly he is.
Yeah, Lisa says, I don't get high off of methadone. Most people who take it wish they didn't have to because it's not convenient. You get monitored. It's harder to get surgery or pain control for dirty or,
Absolutely.
And it is. And you know, when I was on methadone, I had a four-wheeler accident. And I didn't tell him I was on methadone because I knew how I would have been treated, you know? And I wouldn't have gotten the proper medications like I was supposed to or anything like that. So I didn't even tell him that I was on it because you're automatically looked at a certain way, you know?
Yeah, but that's that, and a lot of times that's from people that have misinformation, you know. But to be honest, when you see some of the people coming and going from some of them clinics, a lot of them aren't living right. But that's an individual case. You know, it's a person by person basis. You can't judge everybody by a whole. You can't. And that's like blaming me for something Sophie said or her for something I said or somebody else said. It's ridiculous. You can't do that.
Right. And, you know, in my community post, I'm going to go to it because I don't exactly remember what I said. Okay. I had seen Harry's post and I said, I put a screenshot up of how long do most people stay on methadone. It says methadone maintenance is a long-term treatment. The length of treatment varies from 1 or 2 years to 20 or more years. However, if the person taking methadone and their doctors agree to end treatment, the methadone dose is tapered down gradually over many weeks or months, easing the process of withdrawal. That's what I wrote. Or I took a screenshot of. And then I put methadone is not quote unquote dope. It doesn't make you a junkie and it's not a 90-day program. It is ridiculous how so many people like to spew facts but does nothing but vomit misinformation. Oh, and then I wrote that thing about Jules and her friend. I said, oh, another thing. Jules says in that recording, her best friends asked Glenwood to post her on the page. She didn't ask Jules to ask Glenwood to post her on the page like you're trying to twist it. The recording you are playing is from years ago, not recent, like you're trying to spin it.
But that doesn't even matter because what you're talking about are adults that were already using drugs and already living a lifestyle that cannot be blamed on Jules. She didn't start them on drugs or, you know, it's complete hogwash and he fucking knows it.
And he knows it. He's just, and the people, nobody says anything like, dude, that's not what she just said or whatever. So he reposted that and said, yeah, it's also funny how a junk box will use any excuse they can think of still, what? Any excuse they can think of to still get high. LMFAO. Delusional lying junkies, all in capital letters, junkies. One and all over there, LOL. They are all on something? Question mark. Strange but true. Ha 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 ha. So I reposted that like a petty bitch that I am. I reposted it. And I said, thanks for sharing my post. This is the perfect example of someone spreading misinformation. You do not know what you're talking about, sir. Do some actual research, please. Karma is a bitch.
I want to point out one thing.
Please.
Argo, Derek over there. Just to point out, Harry, that he was found nodded the fuck out in the middle of an intersection, high on heroin, and he was caught with
What?
heroin, cocaine, and crack cocaine. So who the fuck you calling a junkie? You got a junkie right next to you. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
Who's now, and what's keep it real now? Now somebody who's getting drunk, who has that type of history, is trying to, what, I don't know what he's doing, but you're drinking, hoping to get that some type of high off of that. You're craving the wrong. You're not craving alcohol. He's going to go back to his
Right.
drug of choice. So if he's drinking,
Right.
he's probably getting high. There's somebody that has that history should not be drinking. Okay.
No.
So I don't drink at all, ever. You know, that's something I've cut out. So while you're blaming other people for being junk boxes, you got a guy who drives around so fucking loaded that he nods off in broad daylight in the middle of an
That's
intersection.
insane.
Yeah?
I had no idea.
Where my children, and I mean, not where he doesn't live where I live, but that the point is, we all have kids on the road. We all have family on the road. And you're going to call people junkies who live responsibly and have done the right thing while you're sitting next to a guy blaming alcohol for his mouth who's done those things. Come on, bro. Keep it real. Stop the nonsense.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, it's all hypocrisy. It's bullshit. It's like Angela Jay being up there, running her mouth, playing victim. You know, how can you play victim? You're on a cyberbully's panel while he attacks every fucking time. How are you a victim?
Yeah.
How?
She's not. She's anything but a victim. Anything but a victim. She's from the way it looks, she's in all kinds of shit behind the scenes.
And that's the problem. The behind the scenes, if you get involved in that, that's going to go badly. Because if you're on the phone and you're talking to somebody that's plotting on this one and this one and that one, you're probably going to get recorded, or your conversation's going to get recorded, or your correspondence will be, and it'll be put out there. It just don't get involved in talking about people behind the scenes. If you don't have, look, if you can't say it publicly, you probably shouldn't be saying it behind the scenes. Just say it.
Thank you.
Then just be real.
Totally agree.
You know, be real. Yeah. Be a transparent person, man. Don't be a scumbag, a slime ball that you're gonna say one thing behind the scenes and then put on a front. You know, that's one thing I don't do, and I know you don't do it, and several other people don't. But I know a lot of people that do, and Harry's one of them. I can name a few more, but right now we're talking about Tuna Can Harry. And who wants to resize somebody's rectum? Who talks like that?
That's
sorry, Wanda.
Serial killer
you're listening
shit.
While you're baking, and I just dropped that one on you. Sorry about that. But he says
it's like something a serial killer. That's like their what they do to people. You know, that's like their tag. Resize somebody's rectum. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous.
It's gross, man. It's gross. It doesn't make sense.
Is.
it's weird because he's a big old freaking ogre fella, man. If you seen him, you'd understand. He can call me a midget all
Yeah.
he wants. He likes to call me that. But he is an ogre. Like he's the definition of the word. Seriously, if you've seen him, or
Oh
the
yeah.
word oaf, he would be considered an oaf. A tall, clumsy, oversized, uncoordinated fella. That would be like an oaf. That's what he is, with a big
Yeah.
mouth, and
With a big
apparently
mouth.
a tuna can sized orifice.
I'm sorry. Ugh, it's disgusting.
His words,
Like,
not
who
mine. I mean,
talks like
he
that?
says it.
Yeah, it's
Come
his
open my
words.
hole up.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Like, who says that shit besides him? Like, why? I just don't get it. I don't get it.
And they look up to this guy.
I don't
They
get
look up to this
it.
guy.
He's not, just like I was saying last week, people, you don't need this man to take up for you. Okay? This is the fucking internet. The internet. You don't need some strange man with a creepy laugh taking up for you. In that picture of you and him together, look in his eyes. You can see the
Yes.
insecurity in the man's fucking
Yes.
eyes. You can see it.
He'll never
You
cam
can
up,
see it.
y'all. Never.
No,
Never.
no, 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 no.
He didn't want to take that picture. He didn't.
Now see why.
Yeah, I had to literally, I tried to get him to do it when we first got there. He wouldn't do it. Then after sitting there for a while, I was, come on, let's do a snapshot real quick. Come on, man. And he just sat there. And then at the end, he's getting ready to leave us. All right, man. Time to cash in, bro. You're gonna give me the picture? Nah, come
Right,
on, bro. You can do it. You can do
right.
it. And he's like, he didn't want to fucking do it because he
No, he
knew.
didn't want to do that
You want to
shit.
know why? Because he wasn't my friend. He knew he was
Right.
backstabbing me already.
Yes.
So that's why he didn't want the picture, because he knew he was going to screw me over.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So, but you're right. You can see in his eye. You can see by the way he's standing. He stands insecure.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. He
He's
did. He
very
did.
uncomfortable.
You can tell a lot about a man by the way they stand. Just standing. You can tell. His arms are crossed, his shoulders are hunched in, his head's down, his chin is close to his neck, and you can just see in his eyes. The whole package. You could see how insecure this man is. And you people are giving him the quote unquote power that he needs. But if he was
To
to
hurt
ever
people.
turn on his fucking camera, no, no, different person, different person. He wouldn't talk the same. He wouldn't act the same. He wouldn't say the same shit.
Nope.
He'd be a totally different person with that fucking camera on.
Take this for 1 second. I got to get this.
Okay. A massive gay pride festival in New Orleans. Well, that's pretty cool, Brandy. Hey, Sly, are you in here? He did look mad in the picture. Yeah, he looked like he wasn't very happy. Not everyone is on something. Most of us are responsible and have learned from our experiences and mistakes. We don't get drunk or take meds that impair us and drive. Exactly, Lisa. Oof. But yeah, it's just he would never, 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 never say the same shit with his camera on. Never. He wouldn't. No. He wants to toe, always talking about taking. I know, Brandy. It's strange. It's very fucking strange. He looks like a kid who was sick of taking family pictures. Yes, blonde cool woman. Yes, that's it. You hit it. Hit the nail on the fucking head. I'm sitting here all my beads spread out on the counter. And I'm sitting here getting ready to do up a few orders. Miss Mod 148, Miss Julie, I have your bracelet ready to mail out. That's finished. I need to take pictures of it. And that is finished. Brandy's is next. And then a couple other people. Why is it the ones with the most unattractive always want to talk about somebody's looks? Because they're so insecure about their own looks. Period. That's it. They're so insecure about their looks that they have to pick other people apart. Now, me talking about Gamecock Jenny, let's talk about Gamecock Jenny for a minute. Okay, let's talk about her. Where do we begin? Have I said something about this girl's hair? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And let's be totally honest. Okay, KLP, whenever you're ready, girlfriend, just let me know. Let me know. I'll do you up. Let's be honest. If she was not Anne and Maria and Brooke and Savage and Muscle and all these people, if she was not cool with these people, they would be picking this bitch apart. Totally apart. Yeah, you're on your fourth order, Brandy. You are. I made you the 2, and then you ordered another one, and then you ordered another one for your little girl. So yeah, this is your fourth order. I got to make number 3 and 4. But yes, I am 1000% sure, because the way that they talk about us, all of us, the way they talk about all of us and our looks and this and our that and our other and da da and eating on stream and da 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 and the hair like Ronald fucking McDonald and blah 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 blah, they would pick this bitch apart, 1000%.
Who, old Gamecock?
And old Gamecock.
Oh, jeez. I don't even know why she's
And
here. She should just go away.
me neither. She just wants attention. That's it. That's it. She wants attention. And Monday, whenever we were on our way back from Florida, we were actually in South Carolina, on Gamecock, South Carolina. We were there.
You thought about her, huh?
And well, actually, we were at a gas station. We stopped for gas and something to drink. And I looked, and she was live. So I went in there, and her daddy.
Oh, jeez.
We're at some restaurant. She had her camera pointed towards her mouth.
Why?
Eating. Eating. Her camera was pointed towards her fucking, all you could see was below her nose to her neck, like her mouth. That's all you could see. Eating like green beans or some shit.
She's classy.
Oh, classy girl. Did they ever get a stove for Christmas? No. Paige and Brandy, I don't think they did. I think we need to start a GoFundMe for her to get a stove.
Crazy.
But yeah. And then, the other night, me and, hey, Juju, how are you? How are you? But the other night, me and Jules were on panel with John. I think it was the day before New Year's Eve. Yes, it was. It was the day before New Year's Eve. And I was on there, and Jules was like, did you see her grocery order haul that she did? And I'm like, yes, I seen it. And Jules started talking about, the cleaning products and 4 tubs of mayonnaise. I think she had like some Wahlburger pickles, whatever. And we were talking about it. And then I see somebody sends me a screenshot of, I don't know whose chat, of old Gamecock Jenny. Lying again, Jenny. You lying again, girlfriend. It was me and Jules talking about you and your grocery order. Not John and Cody. It was me and Jules. But she just has to sound like the victim by saying that it was John and Cody doing it instead of me and Joel. You know what I'm saying?
Well, who cares?
She
Didn't
lied.
she put it out there on YouTube?
She did.
Okay, so people are going to talk about it. If it's
If
silly
it's
or
put out there,
nonsense, they're gonna laugh at it, and that's probably what they did.
Gamecock Jenny, you are now a public figure. Just like the rest of us. Just like the rest of us, you are now a public figure. You are now a content creator. You are now a shit talker and a liar.
Price of admission.
So,
Price of admission.
there you go. You put it out there and you lie on people, they're going to talk back. Okay? All right? If you put something out there, some content out there, you give everybody the right to say whatever the fuck they want about it. Period.
Deuces. Over 4 times. Yeah, it's these people are something else, man. I don't even know why they're using her on their panel as an example of some ammo to go after us. That's not I don't know. They're just looking foolish, exploiting her. Really, it's sad.
Yeah, it is. I totally agree. I totally agree. And then they're saying, oh, you're picking on her. Listen, she never would have been on my fucking radar if she wouldn't have lied and said we were making fun of her fucking amputations.
Yeah, because
She
that's
never would
nasty.
have been on my radar.
And you know what? And that's worth responding to. Like if you're,
Yes.
pick and choose to what you respond to on here. But when somebody makes an accusation like that, that's really low. And
it is.
Nobody wants their character assassinated the way that they were trying to do with that. That's a really nasty one to sell somebody on. So
it is. And listen, this is YouTube. I see her from the waist up. You sometimes from the neck up eating. Okay, I don't. How am I supposed to know she's a fucking amputee? If I don't know she's a fucking amputee, how am I going to make fun of it? I wouldn't do that in the first place. I don't care.
Nobody cares. It's not our business. I don't care. Me personally, I don't care. I didn't know and don't care.
Right, Martin's mommy. I don't care if you're. I mean, I'm sorry, but from the way I see you eating, the way you show us that you eat, you did nothing to stop it. You did nothing to stop this shit. But still, I don't care. You made me care by lying about me. Period.
That's an interesting point to bring up too, is doing nothing to stop it. Because Harry, he likes to talk shit about both of us too. But all that beer you're drinking, that big ass beer gut you have, the fact that your COPD is so bad you're out of breath after laughing or walking 5 feet, you need to become a little more compliant, bro. You need to do, make a few changes. Don't worry about me. I'm pretty compliant when it comes to my health. It's amazing. What being the victim while shoveling crap into your mouth that is gonna fuck your insides up and cause more problems than you already have. See, that's something that my wife sees a lot, or people non-compliance with stuff like that. It's very common. I've heard some horror stories over the years.
Sorry, I'm back. But yeah, she's very non-compliant. Very. She took her she tested her blood sugar one day, and then she took her insulin, and she was like, oh, now they're going to say that I'm shooting drugs or dope or whatever. And I'm like, why would we think that? We just seen everything you just. Why are you saying that? Why would it makes no sense? It makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense. None.
Oh.
And
they want to learn.
And then the racist stuff. having to end her life because her daddy come home from church and of course she says it all, they say it, they, not he, they say it all the time, and of course my daddy says the n-word.
And she managed to find her way all the way over to the maggots panel. Imagine that.
Imagine that. Imagine that. It's like training them to be just as bad. Yeah. Shit. Brandy says, Johnny, you came a long way with your health since your liver stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
A
had
long way.
at one point when I first got treatment, my platelets were at 14,000 and normal is 150,000. And I would nick myself shaving and bleed for 5 hours. It wouldn't clot. So
Yeah.
now my platelets are like 146,000. So I'm like right at normal, which is
That's good.
huge improvement. So I'm lucky to be alive. He can say whatever the fuck he wants about me. I don't care. You know, I'm lucky to be alive. I got a lot of friends that aren't, and I miss them every day. So I'm not going to let this piece of shit say this. His disparaging comments, they really don't bother me. It shows who he is.
I agree.
No, what Brooklyn's right. You can ignore the doctors if you want. However, when your body tells you to slow down, you should listen. And if you don't, you find out the hard way. And maybe, see, some people quit using drugs and alcohol, but the damage is so bad that it takes you out anyway.
Yeah, the damage is already done.
Liver damage, kidney damage, takes you out anyway, even if you stop, because you've done so much irreparable damage. You know, in my case, the liver regenerates to a certain degree, you know, so I'm lucky there. And you know what? I discussed with my specialist at length more than once stopping methadone. I said, if this will improve liver function or help the healing process, you know, if it's going to impede the healing process, I'll you know, I have no problem, you know, trying to work on that. He said it's completely liver friendly. It's not, that has nothing to do with it, and it does not affect me. So he can say whatever he wants, man. He's an idiot. He's not a specialist. He's not an addictionologist.
No, he knows nothing.
So I mean, right, exactly. And if you were to watch him talk, you'd see the spit flying out of his fucking mouth as you see his 3 corroded black teeth when
That's
he tilts
disgusting.
his head back, cackling. Like, I'm telling you, if y'all seen this dude, you'd understand. I wouldn't have to say another word.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
But yeah, just from the picture says 1,000 words. This one says about 1,000,000 words to me. And yeah.
Can you imagine that? You know, the dude saying that he's met me in person. He's met my Mac's wife in person, and she's like a sister to me. And you know, all that bullshit he was spewing on my panel.
Yeah.
To meet somebody in person and then just be so viciously
and then just
nasty.
turn on a fucking dime.
Yep, that is huge to me. You know, like it's 3 corroded teeth. Yeah, that's gonna be his new name. Harry's 3, a new profile. Harry's 3 corroded teeth, not the missing teeth. It'll be three corroded teeth, because that's what it is, man. I mean, I'm serious. If you've seen him, you would understand. That's it. That's why he talks about other people. It's projection. That's it. We're focused on self-improvement and positive.
Yep.
They hate. Yep. They can't stand the fact that they can't pull code out of his character. You know, they went at him really hard. He barely he responded here in the last couple of days. That, you know, he's had a couple
Said
of
some
pokes at them
things,
in
but
fun.
he's not come out of character or
He's
nothing.
not going to do that. No, nope. And they can't stand that. And besides, if you're friends with certain people in their world, that's enough to damn you, to outcast you from their group.
Yeah.
You have to be completely like-minded, or else you're out.
Yeah.
I can't do that, man. I don't bow down to anybody. I've never done that in my life. I'm going to start now on YouTube. No,
Right.
I don't. One thing I've prided myself on over the years is that even though it's caused me hardships at times, I don't eat shit from people.
No.
I just don't do it.
No.
If I fuck up, I will eat some shit if I deserve it. But just randomly, if any asshole coming, I don't eat shit from people, and
No. Fuck that.
I'm not going to do it on YouTube. That's ridiculous, especially these clowns. Because like I said, I've met this dude, and I'm telling you, he's not somebody that anybody would spend time with. If you've seen him
No.
and hear the way he talks, if you've
Yeah.
seen him, you'd try to you'd cross the street.
You'd understand.
My wife's seen him in person.
Hmm.
She got such bad vibes.
Oh, I'd say.
She went and got a gun and put it in her pocket.
Oh my.
And she's one of the most kind-hearted people you'd ever meet.
Right. Yeah.
So for her to feel that creeped out, he's next level creepo.
Right.
But we
Yeah.
already know that. Who
Yeah. We
says,
already knew that.
come open my hole up?
Yeah. Like, come on, man. And there's all these women in the chat saying, yes, you're the best. You're the best. You're the best. Open up the hole. Yes. Come on, women. Seriously.
It's sick, man. It's sick.
It's disgusting. It's truly disgusting.
I just
And I
wish
don't get it.
I should have fucking took a video of him. I mean, I could have jogged away from him. He could have never caught me. I could have jogged circles. Fuck running. I could have jogged backwards and got away from him. So, just saying, Harry.
Oh, it's funny. That's funny.
Get him all pissed off, so he opens his mouth and then zoom in. Ah, bitch,
Yeah.
I got you.
And
go ahead.
Also, I want to talk about Drop the Mic and the things that they've been saying lately. New Year's Eve and New Year's Eve. The things that they've been saying. I don't love my children, according to them. I abandoned my children, according to them. Why do they say this? Because I was live for 33 minutes on Christmas Eve. 33 minutes I was live. Versus the 2.5 hours they were live on Christmas Eve. Okay? I don't love my children.
Well, they don't times 5 then, right?
Right, exactly. If that's what you're going on.
We're going by minutes?
Yeah,
Let's
we're
do the
going by
math
minutes. Yeah.
Let's do the math
yeah,
here, right?
Yeah. And then I was live for an hour and a half on Christmas Day, or hour and a half-ish. I don't remember exactly, on Christmas Day. Versus the 2-3 hours they were live on Broke on Blast channel Christmas Day. Like this shit makes no sense. You don't know me. I don't talk about my family online for a fucking reason. Okay? You don't know me. You don't know my children. You don't know the relationship that I have with my children.
Well, this
I
goes
was just
right
seeing if
along
you
with
were
the other.
here. I was just seeing if you were here, Sly. I heard somebody say your name. I was just seeing if you were here.
This
But
is
you
just
don't
like
know
the Seaward
shit.
shit.
It's
Sorry.
just like the Seaward shit. You assume. You assume. Because I am so quiet and tight lips about my personal life that you're going to assume the worst. Have a good day, Hand of Doom. I'm glad you come in. See you next time. Hey, Krista. You're going to assume the fucking worst. And assume what the fuck you want. But you put it out there as fucking fact. That's what I have a problem with. You put out there as fucking fact that I don't have a relationship with my children, that I don't love my children. While Maria's daughter put letters on fucking Reddit twice begging her mother to get offline. You don't see my kids doing that.
Your kids are grown.
And then to my husband, your kids are grown. Exactly.
They're working, got their own.
They got their own lives. They're grown. They are men. They are not children. They are fucking men. And they have their own lives. They have good jobs. They have one of my sons is getting married. Like,
Oh, nice.
I can't get. Who am I to stay up their asses and keep them from growing and doing great things? Do I talk to my children? Yes. Do I love my children? Yes. Did you buy the wrong cord?
No, I knew we had short cord somewhere.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they have boyfriends and girls. Like my kids
Yes,
have significant others.
They do. Like,
So
one's
they go to
getting one's getting married to their high school sweetheart. They live together.
But they probably went and celebrated with some
They
of
did
that
Christmas
side's
Day.
family.
They did.
So you have a half an hour.
Christmas Eve.
Right. So you have a half an hour to jump on a live, you
Yeah.
know, but it's ridiculous. I mean, that's just the bottom line. It's
Right,
silly.
Deuce is wild. I have to let them fly. I cannot hold them back.
It's hard
Because
though,
the people on the fucking internet says that I should. Come on. My mother's house, my parents' house, my mom and dad, it's like ground zero, right? Everybody goes there for the holidays because she's like closest. She's like, closest to everybody in each direction, right? So everybody goes to my parents' house for the holidays, not my house, because I am the furthest away from everybody, right?
So you got to make the trip every time.
Yes.
That's all right.
I would rather hey Jules, I would rather me and my husband take a trip there versus 10, 15 people making a trip here, right? Like, just because I did not do holiday at my fucking house and I was live for 33 fucking minutes on Christmas Eve doesn't mean that I didn't see my fucking children and my fucking family. I would say more about Anne for being live 2.5 hours in her quote unquote cooking live while she talks shit about everybody. Talks shit about everybody with her grandchildren in the fucking background.
No shit. They were in the background. Oh, wow. Well,
You could hear them in the background. She stops a couple of times because one of her grandchildren come up to her and ask her to help them with something. She's sitting there talking shit about people with her fucking grandchildren in the background, but I'm the bad guy. No, bitch. No. I would never talk about any of this shit in front of my grown children. Yours are little.
There you go.
And you're sitting there talking shit about everybody while they're right there within earshot of you. How do I know they're within earshot of you? Because I could fucking hear them on the live. So you and your moral high ground, your moral fucking authority can fuck all the way off. Fuck all the way off. Thank you guys. Thank you. All right, you guys watched me on Christmas Eve, so what does that say about you?
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. I was there too.
Right.
I was watching too.
What about over 100 people that were watching them on their Christmas Eve live for 2.5 hours? What does that say about them? But we're the bad guys. We're the bad guys. And I'm the one that they say doesn't have anything to do with their fucking children. They went as far as to say, I don't love my children. Do you love your children or forever? Just because they're grown don't mean you don't love them. Who are you? Who the fuck are you to say that I don't love my fucking kids? Right, Martin's mommy, I'm the fucking problem.
They ain't having no intervention for you to get off of this bullshit.
No, exactly. Exactly. Nobody is having a fucking intervention for me to get off the fucking internet. My children are not putting posts up on Reddit with their fucking pictured so you know that it's them.
You're not ducking ROs.
I'm not, yeah, exactly. I'm not fucking ducking ROs and raising money for a fucking, that's not me.
And your kids don't have ROs on you, too.
Exactly. We could go that route too. We could go that route too with Ben Jaley. My kids don't have fucking ROs on me. My children love me. Just because I was a fucking drug addict at one time doesn't mean I don't have a good relationship with my children. Doesn't mean that I don't love my fucking children. Doesn't mean that I still didn't do everything I fucking could for my goddamn children. Being a drug addict was just part of it. Right? A bad part of my fucking life. And I feel two different ways about always having to bring up my fucking addiction and my goddamn recovery because it's not who I am. It's a part of me, but it doesn't make me who the fuck I am.
Well, that they define us by that. And that's just their ignorance, though. And they're trying to make that a dig.
Yeah, they're trying to make it a dig, but it's not a dig.
It's not a dig.
Not.
That's who we are. That's how we got to
me.
Right. I got to where I'm at because of that. You know what I'm saying?
We are the people we are today because of that fucking addiction.
There you go.
Because we have fought hard to get where the fuck we are today. Okay? So it's not a dig to say I was a fucking drug addict. And it's not a fucking dig to say that I'm in goddamn recovery, that I'm taking Suboxone. So the fuck what? Because I take put a strip under my tongue in the morning and in the afternoon, that doesn't make me who the fuck I am. Okay? And my family doesn't love me any less, and I don't love my family any less because of that addiction and because of that fucking recovery. That's another thing right there, Crystal, right there. They would never know any of us were addicts, but we told them because we are proud of ourselves and how far we have come.
And want to help others too.
Yes, and wanting to help others too. Exactly.
And they weaponize it.
Yeah, they weaponize it. It's nothing to weaponize. You're not hurting me. You're not. Because I'm not ashamed of who I am.
Hey, we cam up. Fuck.
Yeah.
See? Hi.
Thank you, Brian Press. Thank you. I would cam up, but I haven't even brushed my hair today. But you know who I am.
What you do. Yeah,
you know who I am. But thank you, Brian. Exactly. And Anna and Maria used to cam up all the fucking time. All the time. And then they got the memberships that they swore in the beginning. They swore they would never do a membership. Everything was out in the public and they're never going to do memberships, right? And then they get memberships and say, we're only going to show our face when we do lives on memberships. Are you ashamed of your looks? Why? And they never do anything for their members anyway. But yeah, they're going to talk about Siwa getting a fucking job and not being on YouTube for a good bit of time and not doing anything for her members. They're going to say something about that. Meanwhile, they don't do shit for their own. And guys, I usually do a weekly membership, and I'm going to
It's the
do one
holidays.
soon.
It's the
Yeah,
holidays.
it's
Everybody's
been the
got
whole,
something.
everything's been crazy,
Yeah.
but I'm going to do one soon, probably maybe towards the end of this week. But they have to judge and pick us apart. Pick us apart. I know, Wanda. Thank you. Thank you. But that's, I heard that. I heard them talk about me not loving my children and being
That's
on
cruel.
live
It's just
Christmas
cruel.
Eve, being live on Christmas Eve and didn't, where were my children and blah, blah, blah.
Lisa's right. There you go. It's my kids too, Lisa. The same thing. It's well, I have a very strong relationship with my kids,
I do too.
and a very open relationship with
Hmm.
my kids. And my kids don't have the problems that I had because
No.
of they've learned, and I've been
Yes.
open with them. So
Yes. And that's the thing. They seen what we went through, the struggle that we had to be sober, to be a better person and a better parent to them, right? They have seen us go through all of that, and they have learned lessons with us.
yes, and that right there was worth it for me because my three kids don't suffer with the afflictions that I
No,
put myself through.
no.
And that's worth it, man. That's so rewarding. I can't even express how rewarding that is, and I know you probably feel the same way.
Yes, yes. And just like Martin's mommy said, projection party of two. You did the work so your children didn't suffer. That's it. That's it. My children, Johnny Mac's children, have seen the things that we have gone through,
Oh yeah.
and they don't want that for themselves, right? So they're going to take the things that they learned along with us and be a better person, a better adult, a better life for themselves without addiction being involved anywhere in that, whether with us or themselves. They know they don't want that. So they're going to do everything they have to do to avoid that, right? Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm
Susie.
I've considered myself very blessed, and I'm very grateful to
Yes,
have what I have
yes,
and be where I'm at.
yes, yes. To be in the place that we were at one
Oh my
time,
gosh, I know.
to
A wreck.
now not only being in a better place for ourselves, but having an amazing relationship with our children, partly because of what we went through, right?
Hmm.
Because they can be open with us about anything. They can
That's the
say
biggest,
whatever they need. That's it. That's the biggest thing right there.
huge reward there. Yeah, that they
Yes.
don't have to hide nothing because
Nothing.
they know
Because
that we
they
know. They know,
know,
you know.
that's it. They know that we know. They know that we know.
But
So you,
shame on you guys for weaponizing that. Really,
so you saying that I don't love my children, Karma's a bitch. That's right, Sweaty, my girl. Celebrating 16 years, and neither of my children remember those days.
that's a huge blessing.
Yeah,
Huge.
yeah, yeah. And, you know, my children were young, but they remember. And we have talked about it. We have talked about all of this stuff, everything that went on. We have talked about it more than once. And that made me and my children closer, right? By being able to talk openly about the things that happened between, whether it was with me or with us and them or us and somebody else, or whatever. We've been able to talk about it. and we don't have any secrets. No secrets. And I still can't get over. And Graham, you're lucky I don't bring up your children. Like I'm biting my tongue right now, bringing up your children. I'm not that person. I'm not that person. But I still can't get past somebody that's. I just can't. I can't. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. I need a 3/8 socket. Drazo, my husband probably has one in the garage.
You're gonna find it once you get the next. Once you buy it, you're gonna find the old.
Yeah.
One. You're gonna
if
end
you
up
want to
with
come over and grab it, my husband probably has one. Kendra says, I was a situational alcoholic when my kids were little, and I did AA for 2 years. Now my kiddo, who has more her dad's gene, is in AA and loves it. That's awesome. But was not a perfect mom and always admitted that to my kids. My mom tried to act perfect and she beat me, so I knew about her. I never wanted my kids to feel like it was their fault that I fucked up. Right.
I'm not so much with it going to AA. I've a lot of friends that do, but if you get with the right people and you get the right positive support group around you, you can really flourish with that. I have friends that do great with.
Yeah, and another thing, Ann Graham, just because your husband doesn't have tattoos on his face, just because your husband doesn't have a criminal record, doesn't make him a good person. My husband has a tattoo on his face. My husband has a criminal record, and he's a good person. I can say he's an actual good person. Tattoos and criminal records doesn't make somebody who they are either. And Graham, I did not meet my husband in rehab. I've never gone to rehab. I have never gone to a rehab and stayed somewhere and did all the things. I've never done that. So them saying that I met my husband in rehab, like that's a dig at me. Again, another lie to try and make me think you're trying to make me look bad, but in the end, you're making yourself look like a piece of shit. Hey, Black Swan, how are you, my friend? I hope you had a good holiday. But yeah, saying that I met my husband in rehab makes me a bad person, makes us a bad couple. No, I've never gone to rehab. Sorry. I have yes, Shyla, you sure do, girl. Shyla's got a face tattoo too. So according to Ann Graham and Maria and Broke on Blast, having a face tattoo makes you a piece of shit.
Well, there's a lot of people that got face tattoos this day and age, so.
Shyla has face tattoos. Shyla says, I have a face tattoo, so I hope we aren't being basing someone's value on their tattoos. Yikes. I don't even have a criminal record, though. I don't judge those who do. So what about somebody that has a face tattoo but not a criminal record? Guys, what does that make them? Are they a good person or not, or what? Because you're making yourselves look like pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Well, that's just a ridiculous statement.
It is. It is.
Most if you watch any of those cop cam videos, if you've noticed, a lot of the cops are sleeved up this day and age and have a bunch of tattoos. So, yeah, what do you think about that? Yeah, you're gonna say they're scumbags too?
Yeah, they are.
That's true, Sly. That's a good point. In some cultures, all their faces.
Everybody has facial tattoos. Yeah.
That's a great
Yeah.
point, actually.
Yeah. Let's see. I've seen Ghostface. Okay. There's Ghostface comment. Maybe. I'm on my phone, guys. You gotta bear with me. Show it. Show it. Show it. Show it.
I always hated being stereotyped with the tattoos. 'Cause
Yes.
I've had them for a long time too.
Ghostface said, so what if you did, though? Meet in rehab. So what if you did, though? Most in rehab, unless if court ordered, are there to better themselves.
Yes.
Even if it is court ordered, they're obviously getting help to better themselves. Why is that bad? And that's a good question, Ghostface. It's a good question. But they're trying to make it out like if you go to rehab, you're a piece of shit.
Well, here's a good point. You may be court ordered, but there may be somebody at that rehab that plants a seed in your
Yep.
head that sticks, and then you grow from that. So it's not a bad thing. It's never a bad thing. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, going to rehab is never a bad thing. Never. And karma is a bitch. Karma has a way of teaching people things that you've made fun of others for. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, like it's the tables turn on you. You
Yeah,
might be
the
in
tables turn.
similar situations. It happens a lot.
Not only you, but the young members of your family that's now growing up in this world. You never know what they're going to go through.
Yep.
And it might end up teaching you a valuable lesson. Karma has a funny way of doing that to people, So whenever you're in that situation with somebody that you know later on in life, make sure you think of me and the things that you've said about me and my family, okay? That's it. That's all I gotta fucking say about that.
They have numbing cream. Oh, really? I've never I
For
never heard about
tattoos.
that. Yeah, numbing cream.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, hell, that's cheating. Come on,
I think so too.
that's cheating.
I was
Fuck out
thinking
of
that,
here.
but I didn't say it. But yeah, I've seen it.
Okay.
But does
Life
Maria's
picture.
husband and daughter have tattoos? No more lies? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they do or not. Hey, Krista. What did Krista say? He's getting covered, actually getting glow in the dark ink. So under black light, it looks like a
Isn't that
skull
cool
face. Yeah,
that they
that's
can do
cool.
that
I've
now?
seen that. Mm-hmm.
That's cool stuff. I'd like to get some of that. It's probably
Drazo has a
outrageous.
shitload of tattoos too. Drazo said, my wife always has her hands on my mom's portrait like she's holding her. That's sweet. That's sweet. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know.
None of them have tattoos. None of
I
them.
don't, I don't know.
I bet you
Anne
a lot
has
of.
tattoos. I've seen Anne. I don't know what they are or where they are. I don't remember, but I know that Anne has tattoos.
Okay.
Oh, and Anne, I never took screenshots of your husband and put them up. I never did that. I was playing your New Year's Eve live, and your husband come in the view of the camera and helped you with something. I zoomed in and said, you
I
have
definitely
no reason, no right to talk anything about my husband. But I never took screenshots of that. I don't care to. Why would I take a screenshot of your husband? That's what you do. Y'all passed around my husband's pictures in his
screenshot.
criminal record,
Yep.
screenshots. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, you did. You passed that shit around. But that's just, I don't care. I don't care enough about you and your life and your husband to take screenshots and pass that shit around. I don't care. So, yeah, I just don't care. So stop lying on me, okay? Stop lying and saying that I'm doing things when I'm really not doing them, okay? If you stop lying on me, stop speaking on me, okay? Just stop. Just stop speaking on me, and I will not have any reason to bring your name out of my fucking mouth. Period.
That's cool, Vixie. First tattoo at 70. See, it's never too late.
That's it. That's it, Sweaty. They don't have content unless they're stirring the fucking pot. That's it.
The nastier, the better, because that's they can expect more viewers then.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's their recipe for success.
Yeah. That is their way of guaranteeing they will have people in their fucking chat. Yes, my hubby was singing in the background. He come up here to grab some gloves and heard me talking and started singing. Yeah. Thank you, Brian Press. Thank you so much, my friend. But yeah, that's what I gotta say.
Oh, cool. Mother-daughter tattoos. That's nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
my
that would
wife
be
wants to
cool.
do that with her girls.
Yeah, Shauna.
I haven't heard that song in a long, long time.
I know, me either. I don't see how people can stream on their phone all the time. It's the most aggravating thing in the world.
I hate it. I
I
like the
hate it.
desktop or the
Me
laptop.
too.
Yeah.
No, Forever Young. I have not heard from Siwa today. There you
I
go,
still can't
Shyla.
get over that. I still just I'm having a hard time. It just doesn't sit right with me,
I
man.
know.
It's just
I
so
know.
low,
Mhm.
so low.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine what how she feels.
I
You
know.
know.
I know. I know she's heartbroken. I know she is. Shyla says, I have beat my husband. He won't get tattoos on his legs for some reason, but mine are almost fully covered.
You know what? I
My
only have
husband.
one on my cat, actually.
Did he, Brandy? Did he finally get new teeth that Ben Jaley knocked out? Did he finally get new teeth? Oh my god. And shit like this happens. This shit like this happens. A woman knocking out a man's fucking teeth.
She's a badass.
But I'm the bad guy. Krissa, Siwa's son put a video up on YouTube. Somebody put it on Reddit. And it was Siwa's son talking really, really bad on his mother. And Broke on Blast had to play that video last night and pick through it and talk shit and just kind of twist that knife a little more into Siwa's heart. Okay, hold on. So yes. Hold on, I'm looking for Shiloh's first comment. My husband is about 80% covered in tattoos and not so much as a speeding ticket. I thought last night she did, right? Dragon?
Thanks, Forever Young.
Did she not play the video last night?
I thought she was playing it last night.
Like 3 or 4 people told me that she was playing it last night. This community is definitely the rectum of the internet. Thank you, Sweaty.
I chuckled at that one. That's so true. That's why we got Procto Harry poking around.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I gotta say. If I go live tomorrow, I'll probably play some things so you guys can actually hear why I'm so frustrated about things and why I am speaking this way on certain things. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I know that they started out this year with a bang, with the nastiness again, and you got them after you, I got them after me, and no matter what they do, they're not gonna get me suckered back into the bullshit the way they want me to come out of character to. It ain't gonna happen. You know that I'll just
Right.
expose them for their nastiness, and you do it great because you just play back their shit. How do you
Yeah.
argue with that? You can't.
You can't. But they're saying that I'm a hate channel because of it.
Okay, so they're
I'm a
saying
hate channel.
that they're that what they're putting out are hate streams then.
Exactly.
It's their
Exactly.
content,
If
right?
I'm a
So
hate stream, it's your fucking content that I'm playing. So what does
there
that
it
make
is.
you?
There it is. Can't argue with that. It's facts.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I gotta make something in my cup. Make me some iced coffee.
They have not played his live. They just kept linking his channel and encouraging people to sub up. You see what? That's just as bad. Promoting it. Either way, it was promoted.
What, Kendra? She says the kid has more subs than I do. Wow. Insane.
It's that disgusts me.
But they're not horrible people. We are.
You know
Right?
what? I when I listened to that, I did not hit the subscribe button. Did you?
No,
I
I
did.
didn't either. I didn't
If
either.
if something else pops up, somebody will send me a link. I don't subscribe to garbage like that. Not saying that's what the kid is, but that's what that content is. There's
But
no
yeah,
need for that.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
for that to be promoted. It's
Mhm.
private business between
Mhm.
family members. That
Mhm. Yep. I got a little ASMR for you guys. Don't mind me. Let me get my coffee. But yeah, it's no. I didn't sub up either. Sly told me about it, that something was supposedly on Reddit. I went and looked. It was the first thing I saw. So I watched a few minutes of it and I was like, oh shit, really? So I sent the link to Sly and to you, and I was like, oh my God,
Yep.
watch
So I've seen it.
this.
Well, let me ask you this.
And what?
If they're promoting this channel and they're passing around the link, getting people to
Mm-hmm.
subscribe, are there
Mm-hmm.
more videos coming?
Probably.
And how would they know that?
Exactly.
And why would they promote it? Why would they promote it?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Are there going to be more videos? It seems like they're
Probably.
promoting something that there may be something more coming down the pike
Yep.
here.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly what I was thinking. Why would they have somebody sub up or a bunch of people sub to that channel if it was a one and done thing?
Right. Makes no sense.
Nope.
In
None.
time it will, I think.
Yes.
But
Once
yeah,
we
I thought
see.
about that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And these people that are promoting this fucking channel have to what if that happened to them?
Oh my gosh, really?
What
It
if
would be
that
the end
happened
of
to
the world.
them?
The
Yeah.
end of the world.
Yeah.
They'd be
What if
calling the
Maria's
police and everything.
daughter, yeah, what if Maria's daughter went one up on her Reddit post and did an actual video? What if? And what if we went live and talked about that video and we promoted that video and had everybody sub to that video? What would happen? Or one of Broke on Blast's, either her eldest daughter or her eldest stepdaughter. What if they did that? What if they did a video and we
That's a good
promoted
point.
it? We talked about it and we promoted it. What would they do? What would they say? How would they act?
I think that
Hmm?
even if we did not promote it, even if we ignored it, they'd still
Yeah.
try to blame us for something.
Yeah.
It would be the end of the world for them. They would be going to get ROs and rallying for people to attack back and all kind. It would be a major shitstorm.
Yeah. Yeah, Black Swan. Right, Brandy. If he never planned on saying another thing, why would he need any subs?
Right, exactly. So it's going to be very important to pay attention to who's been posting that link over and over and
Yeah.
over and over again.
Yeah. Kendra says he has over 300 subs in one day.
Wow. I think I got about that when I put up the
Oh, for
Momo
sure,
and
Gene.
Flomo when she was a snail, that snail shell, that thumbnail, the first one I ever did when she started attacking me and I put that up, I gained about 300 something subs from that one show. But that was a huge deal, at the time. Like I was, somebody was attacking her out of nowhere, and even though it was provoked. She provoked it. She started it. But that was the only
Exactly,
time.
Black Swan.
That was huge, though. But that was an entire community, But this is somebody that this shouldn't even be subbed to. Like that's the thing. Like it's
Right.
This is not a and he flat out said that he doesn't want to be involved in the spotlight. He
So
he
why
likes to be
make a fucking video?
right. Exactly. So what do you
That's
need
what I
subs?
don't understand. Why do you need to start why did you need to make a video if you want to know part of this? If you didn't want your mom to get hurt, why? Why make the video in the first place?
It's just it's why I didn't even want to bother Siwa about it. She's probably been blown up so much by so many different people that I can't even imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Same. Oh, guys, this iced coffee is gonna be so good, guys. And I've never been a coffee drinker. I would drink an energy drink every morning, and I got a like a jug of iced coffee from the grocery store, and I mixed
Like that?
creamer and stuff in it, and it was like really good.
Did you think it's as good as going through the drive-through?
I can make it that good. Yes,
Really?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, then it's worth it then, because you
Yes.
probably could bought that for the same price as a freaking one drive-through run.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and then my husband's like, why don't we get a coffee maker that makes iced coffee too? So I don't have to buy like 3 jugs of coffee for like 1 week, every morning drink one. And it takes like 3 jugs. That's like $16, right?
They do
So
Keurigs that do that now, right?
yeah, I got a Ninja.
That's what my brother has. Yes, a Ninja.
A Ninja. I got a Ninja. I did my research. I got on Amazon and I was looking, and this Ninja coffee pot was like legit $250.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, it costs.
I put it in my cart and I saved it. Every once in a while, I would look at the price and see if it went down, whatever. It was like a couple days before Black Friday. I looked, and it was 50% off, like 70% off. It went from $250 to $127.
Grab it up.
So I bought it. I bought it. And I've been like working with it and experimenting and whatever. And I can make the perfect cup of caramel macchiato iced coffee.
See, I'd get addicted. I'd start drinking like 5, 6 of them a day.
This is my 3rd cup today.
See, there you go. I knew it. And see, because that's we substitute things out. See, I'm with the sweets. I love sweets.
Yes.
So.
Yes. So
That's a healthy thing to do.
So yes, and I'm going to get like I think it's like Skinny brand. It's like Skinny brand, and they have like the caramel like flavoring and the caramel. They have all different flavors, and the caramel like drizzle topping. I'm gonna get some of that. Cut down my calories.
Team No Muscle says, I'm so manly that I put the coffee beans in my mouth, chew them up, and chug boiling water.
Oh my God.
That's a good
one. Sweaty, you are not Brooke's Nose. I have talked to Brooke's Nose on the phone, and that is not you. You are not her. She is not you. You are not the same person. Yeah, this is some good coffee.
Now, I drink like four or five coffees, hot coffees a day, but you know, my daughter and my wife like the cold coffee. I'd probably start to like them too if I started to drink them.
You would, because every once in a while, my husband's like a hot coffee person. Every once in a while, he'll take a drink of my cold coffee, and he's like, "Oh, that's really good." So,
but it never occurs to me to get one though. You know what I mean? It's weird. I'm gonna try them then. I'm gonna try them out instead of all the hot coffees. I've been doing tea more too. I've been trying to switch it up a little bit. Oh, yeah, old Harry. Yeah, I know. Old Harry. He's I just wish he would cam up.
It was huge. It was huge on you, yeah. but yes, it was like 70% off, so I grabbed it up, and it's got the frother on it too.
Oh, nice.
Face mask.
I'll see if he wants it.
Good stuff.
Yeah. See, here my husband is. His boss bought everybody a pair of gloves and like a face mask thing, and they're both way too big for my husband. And my husband's like, maybe add my son's name in the box. Maybe your son would be able to wear these because he's bigger than me. But I don't love my children, guys. I have nothing to do with them. And I don't love them, and I just abandoned them when they were born. You know.
My 3
Ridiculous.
teeth are the same color as the coffee beans, he says.
Oh my God.
He is an ugly fella. I will say that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him. You don't have to take my word for it, but I'm telling you, I'm telling you the truth here. He's hideous. He looks worse than he sounds. And
I've seen a picture. I get it. I get it.
you got to see him laugh though. That's like that tops it. Like that's untoppable. Like that's like if you haven't seen that, you ain't seen nothing yet, man. He's that freaking ugly when he laughs. That's why he won't cam up. I'm telling you, I've seen him. That's the reason. Harry, cam up, please. Prove me wrong.
White chocolate mocha on Amazon for $20. I'm gonna have to check that out, Sweaty. Who said girl coffee? Yeah, girl coffee. That's it.
So has the pup calmed down about the haircut? Is he done having an attitude about it? I tried. Brandy, he wouldn't smile. He wouldn't smile. I was hoping he was going to smile, but I kind of figured he wouldn't. None of his pictures that I've seen do you see his mouth. Ever. None of them. And there's a bunch of them out there. Most of them are when he was younger and a little more handsome than he is now. Not that he's handsome at all, but they're not as bad. But no, he's not going to smile. I wish I got that. That would be that he would be gone. If I had that, he wouldn't be here now. He would have ran just from that picture. Don't forget, he ran before. I didn't run.
Mm-hmm.
Sophie didn't run.
Yeah, Harry, he's nothing to run from. He's nothing to run from. Believe me, guys. Don't be scared of him.
Well, you know why he ran.
If literal me's not scared of old Harry Weasel, you have no reason to be, okay? That's it.
Well, he ran because we know that he's stolen valor. That's why he ran. I never saw a fat man run so fast. That's the witness statement said that. That's how he was identified. They saw that fucking big fat belly flopping up and down and his beard flapping as he's hightailing it down the road. And don't forget, they said that they concocted a story ahead of time that they were going to feed to the police, but that's not what Harry did. He told.
Right. Yeah. I think there's like several reasons that he left. Like it was just like a few things bundled together for the reason that he left.
Well, yeah, he was wanting to control a lot of people, and it wasn't going very well for him.
No, it wasn't. Not at
And he was
all.
getting furious about it.
He was, and it was funny. I was laughing at him. Bitch, you can't control me. You can't.
I got screenshots. He didn't want you to talk to me or other people or Amzie or several people.
It was a bunch of us women, yeah.
Weird. Why would he want to control women who, and some of them married women, not married to him, that he doesn't even know? Why would he want to control them?
Just to have control over somebody.
Yeah, that's creepy, though. My wife wouldn't be very happy about that if I was, telling Sophie, I don't want you talking to this guy and that guy. Like you know what I mean? Like, it's creepy.
It is creepy. It's very creepy. It is. That's why I was like, dude, who the fuck do you think you are? But now he has a whole nother group of women that he can control. But I'm not one of them. He is a douchebag.
Yes, he is. A giant one. An oversized one. He's... the people that are over there want to watch a hate stream. That's it. And he's very, very nasty. He's nasty like pizza nasty. I don't understand it. Like, they clown him for being really, really nasty, but they're just as bad.
Just as bad. Yep. Forever Young says, Sophie, your hubby reminds me of mine. Quiet, calm, patient spirit, and will join any adventure. I want to do with a happy. Yes, that's basically my husband, Forever Young. You nailed it. You nailed it. Let's see.
Oh God. Oh,
Krista, you and your hubby need to come on my channel one day and chat. Like, for real. For reals.
What? Brandy says, when Johnny brought us over there, Muscle tried to have a meeting with us. And women said if we complied, he would allow us in the team Muscle.
What?
Yeah, well, that's what he does. He tries to get you backstage and obligate you to be a part of his bullshit attack team. That's what he does. That's what he did to me last time. One at a time, he started like grabbing these people and intimidating them. But only this time, we know he's Harry Weasel. We know who he is.
What the fuck, Brandy? I had no idea about that.
You see what I mean? Like, that's what that right there says everything about
everything.
What do you need to comply with? What would you have to...
Everything that he says. Comply with everything I say, and then you're good.
That's fucked up. And other people want to be around that. Don't you realize see what he does? See, it's a fucked up thing because
hey, pretty bird.
He wants you to comply, but then he does nasty shit. And if you gripe about it, then you get bashed. So he forces you to co-sign his bullshit.
Hey, Mando. He does. He tries very hard.
That's why he has a panel full of people when he does his attacks. He's putting targets on their backs is what he's doing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a cult, Sly. 100%. Cult of personality. That's literally what he's doing. They distort shit, twist shit, and they have to listen to their leader. They have an undying devotion.
Yeah. Yeah, Brandy. No part of that shit. Yeah, Lori, darling. I love Brandy. I'm glad she's here. You're right, Sly. It's definitely a cult. That's why I want you up, Krista, because I know that Carl will. He just says it like it is. He gives zero shits.
It's a good way to be.
And that's how I am. Like, even if I hurt your feelings, I'm not meaning to hurt your feelings because I'm just honest. Listen, if I don't tell you something that you're fucking up, or if you're acting a certain way or whatever, and
Well,
then
good
you
on
get hemmed up sometime because of that shit, and I don't say something to you that you're fucking up, then I feel bad. So I'm just honest. I'm just honest. That's it. If it hurt your feelings, I'm sorry, but not sorry. You just have to know. It's like whatever.
And you know what, Brandy? Just by you being a loyal friend to me,
Yeah,
that pisses him off.
it does.
Makes no sense, but it does. Like it just does. I can't get my mind around it. Like, why would he fucking care who I'm friends with? But he
I
does.
know. He
He
does.
really does.
Yeah. Yep. He does. He does. He does.
Yeah, if you're a good friend, you're gonna say, you're fucking up. Yeah, a good
Yeah.
friend will say that.
Yeah. And that's how I am with people. And, some people might take me the wrong way, but that's just how it goes.
I get that a lot too. But that's I mean, it's all right though. At least you know where you stand. You know what I mean? I like to know where I stand with somebody. I don't like when
Right.
they're harboring feelings
Yeah.
and they're afraid to say. Just say it. Like
Just
you're
say
not
it.
going to hurt
Yeah.
my feelings. Tell me the truth. It would hurt my feelings more if you didn't tell me the truth.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't know, Team No Muscle. I don't know. Yeah, it happens, but it's being honest. Exactly, Brian. Exactly. But yeah, just, if I'm considered a hate channel because I speak up for myself and my friends, then so be it. Yes, JJ. And we're going to talk about that, JJ. And tomorrow or the next day, we're going to talk about JJ and everything that's been said about her lately. And why? Why did this start happening to JJ? Number one, she was in my chat. Number two, she spoke up and they didn't like it. So they started shitting on her, just like they do everybody else. And it's not fucking okay. It's not okay. And I stand up for my people. So,
That's called integrity. Nothing wrong
yeah,
with that.
I stand up for my people. And it would be anybody that's in here, anybody that's listening. If something was, done to y'all like what's being done to JJ right now, I would speak up for every fucking one of you. Black Swan. When I asked my best friend if he knew Mr. Wessel in the biker community in any of the Hell Angels clubs, and he said, "Who? Nah, never heard of that guy."
His voice was passed around quite a while ago before he was identified. And it was passed around in some clubhouses, and nobody knew who the fuck he was.
Nobody knew
And
who
we
he
know
was.
why now, because he was a liar.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
And besides, knowing somebody that knows somebody isn't knowing somebody.
Isn't
Sorry.
knowing somebody. Exactly. You're a nobody. If that's how you're trying to place yourself or be somebody, that makes you a nobody. If that fake biker ever sends another man onto your property, you should leave him where he's standing. Exactly, Team No Muscle.
And there's no reason for that, though. You know what I mean? Like that, there was no reason for it to begin with. It's
No.
all bullshit. Like the only reason anybody would ever get visited, somebody to come talk to you, is if you're going after their children or their family, and you're relentless and you don't stop, and that maybe in an effort to try to reason with somebody to stop the nonsense. But if you're not short of doing that, I don't see a reason for going to somebody's house, man. Not for
No,
you two. Unless you're going
no.
real life on somebody's family, there's no reason,
Yep.
in
Agreed.
my opinion.
I agree.
Showed the only picture I could see how tall he is. Well, well, he's wearing those insoles. I've heard from some sources that his prison picture or his prison information says that he's 6'4". However,
Hmm.
standing next to me, he was taller than that, so he was definitely wearing inserts.
And you're already tall as fuck. Why would you wear insoles to be even taller?
Insecurity, you can see it. Like you said, you saw it in his eyes.
I would be more insecure being 6'4" than I would be 6'1" because that's just an unusual height,
And
you
he wants to
know?
be taller, though. He wants
That's
to be the
insane.
tallest guy, the toughest guy. And he thinks and at one point in time, he said he was the best looking guy.
No, yeah, I remember that.
Remember that?
I remember that.
Hey,
Yes, I do. Oh
cam
my
up, old
God.
Harry. Tuna can Harry.
Jimmy can.
Cam up there, big fella.
Shit. Hold on, I'll be right back.
No, I mean, I get it. I would, somebody shows up to your house, you got every reason to use deadly force, but that it's just, who wants to be forced into having to do that over some YouTube nitwit bullshit? Not me. It's there's no good reason. But if a nitwit shows up, yes, there will be consequences, and it depends on how far they take it and how desperate they are to make an impact. That's it depends on how I'll deal with it. I would ask kindly to all the morons out there plotting and trying to cause harm to people. Please don't send anybody to my home. Don't be stupid. Knock off the nonsense. Nobody wants to be forced into this bullshit. And don't forget, that a lot of us have kids that live with us. They like to overlook that. And that's who it's about. The safety and preserving the welfare of our kids. That's all that
And
matters.
yeah, your family. Like, if somebody wants to come to my house, nah.
Yeah.
No.
Look, if
Savage
you go
started
to
coming
talk,
at me because I remained in Jules' chat, and when their split happened for the second time, I never said a bad word about her. Yet she was begging for a fight. I can't be bothered. And JJ, that's craziness, you know?
it's just another version of what's going on.
She,
Another
yeah,
another example. You're friends with somebody they don't like. That's it. You're on the chopping block.
yeah. She says she wore it out and said you have a song coming, maybe two. And why? Why? Why?
A song coming.
Yeah. Savage play like makes up songs and sings them and puts them on her channel.
Oh, I saw one of those, and she's not doesn't have a very good singing voice either. She was really
So
bad, out of tune, and everything.
so they're saying that she said that she's making a song or two about JJ.
Did somebody lie to her and tell her she had a good singing voice?
I don't know. I don't know. I've never had a problem with Savage. Um, I don't like it that she's coming after JJ and other people for
That's bullying. That's why I'm giving her a
I
little bit of
don't
shit.
know what reason, but yeah, I don't know. I don't like it.
Well, I'm just being truthful. I mean, I
I
know they're
know.
little joke videos, but I really think that, I would be embarrassed if my singing voice was that out of tune. But that's just me. It's oh, she calls you names. Well, that shows you her character. She's an asshole. And she's making disparaging songs about people because she's a bully. I've seen what she's done. I've seen her go after Jules. She's been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
The funny
I
thing is,
know.
I don't even hear. She doesn't go after them. You know,
No,
they're just
no,
relentless,
yeah.
freaking relentless.
Kind of like Maria is
Well, they're
with
friends, ain't they?
everybody else. I
Aren't they
think so.
friends?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
You know, I can always tell wherever I see Lisa Marie.
Huh.
Wherever I see her, I know that's a Maria friendly channel. Like,
Or
am I
Denise
wrong?
Ann
Isn't
or
that
one
one
of
of her
them.
people?
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
It's just not
Hmm.
that I'm going after her for any reason. I just happen to notice her name all the time when I
Right.
see Maria. And
Yeah, yeah, her and Denise Ann and Cree and all of those. Anytime you see any of those names, or Lacey, then you know it's a Maria friendly channel.
he doesn't like being called Lacey. What shall we call him then? What's
Lacey.
that's what I mean. That's what it spells, right? He doesn't like that. Change the freaking
He calls me Snowfy, so he's
Snowfy.
Lacey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he's Lacey until he quits calling me Snowfy. His name is Lacey. That's it. Period. Point blank.
And that bothers him.
It does. I'm homophobic because I call him Lacey. That's what he
Okay.
said.
All
That's
right.
what he
Well,
said.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm homophobic because I call him Lacey. So yeah.
I hear she constantly complains about people not donating to her. Maybe quit being an asshole. That would be a good start. Well, that's what a lot of them are on here for, is just the grift. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. I seen that I was tagged in something this morning that had to do with Gamecock Jenny. Savage had clipped a clip of me and Jules and John on John's panel talking about the grocery order. And I told her, I was like, I made a comment and I told her, I was like, she said that it was John and Cody doing it. And you can clearly tell it was me and Jules doing it. She needs to stop lying. I've tried to settle this with her and all she did was cuss me out. So it's her problem, you know? So, so yeah, I seen that Savage had did that. I seen that this morning. I don't know when it was done, but I seen it this morning. Shit. Dropping beats everywhere.
Maria or Black Swan says Maria seems to suffer from an actual personality disorder. No shame
Mm-hmm.
in mental health, but Momo needs containment because she goes real life, lies, and denies. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I think that there's definitely mental illness at play there.
yeah,
100%.
yeah, 100%. And you know, they were saying something about Maria and Ann, or saying something about who are they talking about? Skelly. They were talking about Skelly, saying, "Oh, if she follows you on Instagram, take her off of your page. She's going to take pictures of your family and she'll post them and blah, blah, blah. She'll threaten you and whatever." That's the same shit that Anne did to Black Swan a couple weeks ago. She said, you're on my Instagram. I seen your family. I screenshotted all of your family, basically threatening her, telling
Anne
her
said
to,
that.
yes,
Oh, come on. And that they're letting
she
this shit
did.
go?
She said
Whatever,
that.
man. See, and that tells you nothing's ever going to change. No matter how
Mm-mm.
many times you smack them in the face with the truth and receipts, it
Yeah,
doesn't matter, man. They're not
yeah.
going to stop.
No, they're not. Never. They're never going to fucking stop. Ever. But yeah, she said that. She said that. She threatened her. Said she screenshotted her Instagram with all of her family on it and basically to quit fucking with her and quit talking about her. To get out of my chat, pretty much.
So, Harry, you hear that, right? So why don't you go ahead and deal with that? Go after
Yeah.
that. Somebody that wants to go after families and making
Yeah.
threats like that.
Yeah.
Why don't you do a show about that?
Yeah,
Big
exactly.
jackass.
Instead of having them in your fucking chat, call them out.
Yeah, be a man, jackass.
Yeah, call them the fuck out instead. You
Or
don't do
maybe,
that in your team.
yeah, well, if
Bullshit.
you're a part of the team, you get a pass
Yeah.
for everything. There's no low too low for Harry. I mean, he wants you to come open his hole up. Who the fuck says that, man? That's if we were going for the nastiest person or the nastiest fetish type of person, he would win. We should.
Oh, for sure.
We should do the award show because
Yeah, we need to do that. Like,
ain't
for
nothing
real.
changed. We might as well do it. We know Harry's going to win a couple awards.
Yeah, we most definitely should. Me going to Florida and all the court and with John and just all this
Oh, it's
stuff
just too
going
late.
on. It's
We
just
didn't have enough time. Yeah,
we thought about it too late.
Yeah. But it would be fun. It would be
I
fun,
think so.
and I could think of some good awards. We can even print out certificates. No, I wouldn't go that far. But for Harry, I'll even make him a certificate.
Oh man, special. Muscle was saying he doesn't allow doxing. Remember referencing to Deadly and Arthur? Yeah. Oh, I know. It's fucking hypocrisy at its finest, guys. Like, seriously. Insane.
Yeah, he's a sick guy.
He definitely is.
And I'll say it again, if y'all seen what I seen, you would understand. You would definitely understand. He was made fun of when he was younger. He was the big, uncoordinated, goofy, dorky, awkward guy that was really ugly, and none of the girls even looked at him twice. And he probably stunk and wore cheap, hand-me-down, crappy clothes. Not that hand-me-downs are bad, but Harry likes, he's like oversized, so he just
wore what he
always
could
looked
find.
awkward. You know, pants look like capris because they're too small. So, you know, things like that. He got made fun of. You can tell, y'all. I know it ruins tuna, right? Me as mommy, it gives eating tuna fish out of the can a new meaning. You're gonna think about that for the rest of your days. Now, old tuna can Harry. Anytime you make a tuna fish sandwich. It's interesting too that he says, I'm going to make your ass the size of a tuna can. Because I went and I got a soup can, a regular old run-of-the-mill soup can. I think it actually was like chicken noodle soup. And the other one was a can of tuna. And it is significantly larger than a regular can. So he just doesn't want to like resize you. He wants to really super resize you. It's he's a sicko, man. The funniest comment I ever seen, and I forget who said it, but I had a picture of him up on my screen, and somebody in the chat said, he looks like he's got one big stinky ass. And from that, those dirty, nasty sweatpants and his overgrown, disgusting hair, he's a stinky motherfucker, you can tell.
Yeah. So Team Muscle Worldwide community post. It says, give the POS a call and tell him that when you are a cuck. What the fuck is a cuck? What is that? What does that mean?
I'll give you the exact definition from the...
Please. Like, I've never heard that shit before. What the fuck is a cuck? But anyway, when you are a cuck, it's gay to watch another man do his thing with your woman. Weirdo. Ain't that right? Harmless. And then he has a screenshot of Deadly's phone number. You know, when you call somebody and their information is in your phone, your contacts, it says
Yeah.
Deadly the Cuck at the top, and then it has his phone number there. So you're doxing his phone number? Why would you do that?
He doesn't dox, though.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So you're mad at the kid. I call him a kid because he's my son's age. He's not a kid. But you're mad at the guy. And you fought me on my panel. You said he didn't deserve to be consequenced for calling my kids gorillas or whatever the fuck he said, because he's mentally ill. And besides, you look at him kind of like a son. So you get mad at the kid. This is what you do?
Yeah. And wasn't it last week or the week before that he was on SoFlo's panel with, who was it, Muggsy? Was it? Saying that he's not going to stop fighting with him because he's going after a kid. And who was the kid? Deadly. But now a week later, you're going after him? Like, make this shit make sense. Yes, everybody wants to know what a cuck is. None of us know
weak
what
or servile man. We act like a bunch of cucks who let them take what they want, is the example that they use in the sentence. And the second definition is a man whose wife is sexually unfaithful. A cuckold, verb, make a man cuckold by having sexual relationship with his wife or being sexually unfaithful to him. But the number one definition is a weak man. That you can just take what you want from him.
Okay. Understand now. Understand.
They just like to use that word. They think they sound.
Yeah, they think they sound cool using that word.
Witty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know what this is going to look like. That's the meaning.
Yep, that's the meaning from the dictionary.
Interesting. Now I know.
Yeah, but they like to use that a lot, you know, along with the come open my hole up line. He likes to use that too. It doesn't make no sense, but he likes to go there. For some reason, when he says he's gonna screw somebody in the behind, these guys get all riled up and excited, and they cheer him on. Sounds like they belong in the frickin' sexual deviant part of pizza jail, huh? I shall incorporate it into my vocabulary now, says Uncle Jesse. Well, just don't overdo it like them. They learn a new word, they use the shit out of it, man. But like I said, Harry only knows one thing. Hide behind a camera and say nasty things to people and try to get responses. That's all he does. He's been doing it his whole life. He's been getting bullied till he got online. Then when he's online, he realizes he can get away with shit. So he starts doing it. And like any bully, they get more brazen with time, right? So he got away with it. He gets more nasty and more bold and more bold. That's what bullies do, y'all. Then he got exposed and he ran for the hills. 9 months he was gone. He comes back, kissed the asses of the people that were really going after him, behind the scenes, of course, not publicly. So he comes back and goes right back to the same shit. Kind of stupid that we know who he is now, though, but whatever. He still has a following because he realizes that people want to see hate. Yeah, that's the number 2 definition, Jules. But yeah, it should be the number 1 definition, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know. Now I know. Now I know. No.
But he doesn't have a wife or a woman. Deadly.
There's a little rumor going around that Deadly asked Britters to have sexual relations with Tom and let Deadly watch. I don't know if that actually happened, but that's a rumor going around. I know. I know.
All right, Deadly, whatever floats your boat, man.
That's the rumor going around. No, no. It's partly on her too.
You know, he reached out to me
If
again.
she actually did it.
Yesterday morning, he texted me again.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hello, why don't you answer me, bro?" And this was like 3 hours after he put a nasty comment in the chat in my live. You know, it was set for later, but he went into the chat and commented and was talking shit. And then he wants me to answer him. The kids, he
What
has
was
some
the
mental illness
comment?
too.
He does. What was the comment?
Oh, that the maggot just gave me an ass whooping and made me out to be a liar or something. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I don't know.
No.
I don't know what he said, but I don't come on here and lie. So he may have lied to you and said something stupid about me, but he ain't making me out to be no liar.
No, you didn't say anything.
Yeah, I don't come on here and lie. So Deadly's sucking up to this guy. What he probably did was he probably commented in the chat and then he screenshotted it and sent it to Maggot. He's like, "Look, see, I don't like Johnny Mac. Look what I said in his chat." He does shit like that. But what he didn't tell his master is that 2 minutes later, he's messaging me on a private text message where you can't see it in the chat. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's how they operate. You can't be around people that do this behind the scenes shit constantly. And he's one of them. He always wants me to join some stupid fucking Discord with like 15 or 16 people who I don't know who the hell they are, and all they're doing is saying nasty shit and doxing people's pictures. I don't want to be in that chat.
No. Me neither.
But that's it for Dudley.
Thank you, Clark, for the super chat. Cucks and meshy panties around every corner. I'm staying in the bushes. Good place to be, Clark. Good place to be. Thank you for the super chat. That's funny. But yeah, I've always heard that word around. Well, I didn't hear it until YouTube, but I've heard that word and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I've just never cared enough to look it up. But thanks for the education today, sir.
They're all sexual deviants. That's all they talk about is sexual stuff. That's it.
And the same with fucking drop the mic, man.
Yeah.
That's all that Ann talks about is sex. All the time. Gross.
Sick people, man.
This is why I really talk on Messenger. Say it out loud in the open or shut up. Exactly, Sweaty. Exactly, man.
Or at the very least, be willing to say it publicly. Don't say anything.
Yeah, if you don't say anything behind the scenes that you would not say in public.
Yep.
Right?
That's one of the reasons that SoFlo and all of them guys were so fucking frustrated. They always were trying to get some type of dirt on me. Always trying to plot on me. And if you don't do dirt behind the scenes, it's kind of hard to get caught doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Exactamundo. That's right. They must not be getting enough.
They're not. They're not. Talking about other men's sexual
yeah, that's strange.
Sex lives. It just don't make no sense. It's weird.
Anne is always talking about everybody's sexual something, something, one thing or another. And Maria does it sometimes. But it's all of them. It's strange, it's creepy. And I want no part of it. Like, why do you care? Like a squirrel vibrator.
Oh, I know. That's the new thing.
The squirrel vibrator.
How ridiculous is that?
And Cooch, dirty Cooch. Why would you give yourself that nickname, Cooch? But anyway, that's another story. But she is giving away squirrel vibrators.
Giving them away. They exist?
You heard that right, off Amazon, yes. She is giving them away to people.
Oh, she's got the money to piss away on stupidity.
She don't. From what I hear, her brother gives her a monthly allowance. That's what I hear. Don't know if it's true, but that's what I hear.
So how do you sign up for one of these
I don't know, you have to go in her chat. I'm not really sure. I think she's just people in her chat she's giving them away to. I'm not really sure. But that's what I heard. That Gamecock Jenny's getting one.
Well, you know she's gonna need
What
one.
she said on this, what she said on her live the other day, New Year's Eve.
She's excited about her freaking squirrel vibrator.
Oh, she most definitely is. She most definitely is. She wants to get her some of that. Most action she's had, and I couldn't tell you how long.
Well, when everybody's at church, you can have a good time.
Have you a good time? That's right. When your daddy go to church saying the N word, you know he's home when he's yelling the N word. So you better put that thing away.
Yeah.
And guys, let me tell you, there's nothing mentally wrong with that woman. Okay? She's not slow. She's not this. She's not that. She is a normal person. Okay? Some people, mostly in the South, live a very, very slow lifestyle, laid back, in no hurry to get anywhere, in no hurry to get the words out of their mouth. And that's her. That's her. There's nothing wrong with her. I am not picking on or talking about somebody who you think is a certain way. So there's that.
Well, she knows how to manipulate and fabricate lies on YouTube, so she can't be that slow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look at Black Swan's comment.
Oh God.
How funny. Guys, I'm making a wristlet right now, and it's turning out. I've never made one like this before. It's going to turn out really pretty. I can't wait to show you guys.
So are you getting faster at it?
Yeah, it takes me about 10 minutes to make one.
That's not too bad.
No, the hardest part is making the knots in it to make sure it don't come loose.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part. Yeah, most definitely. And you know, the one my husband put one on his phone, God, 2 months ago, and he's still hanging in there. He's went to work with it on there every day, everything, and it's still fine. So I'm guessing the knot that I'm doing is the right knot to do because it's not coming loose. So.
Well, that works. If it works, don't fix it. Even if old Gamecock was challenged, she started running her mouth first. She knows what she's doing. I think so. At first, I thought she was kind of on the challenged side, but
yeah, she's not.
Over time, no, she knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing. Yes, Ghostface, I know that she is an amputee. I do know that. I did not know that. However, let's say this. I did not know that she was an amputee until after she blamed me for making fun of her for being an amputee. That's when I found out. Do you have beads with numbers on them? I could get some, Vixie. I could get some with I have letters, but I can get some that have numbers on them if you need some numbers.
I was gonna say I've seen letters ones. I didn't know. Do they make the number ones too?
Yeah, they do.
Sure
they do. Yeah, they make numbers. I don't have any. I've not needed them before. But if you want one with numbers on them, I could get them like that. But this one is pink and gray. Hold on a second. I'm going to turn on my camera and turn it around. Hello. Oh, it's already turned around. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's got the silver end on it, and it's got pink beads and gray beads, and then
Is that rose quartz?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
And then there's these little beads in between the pink and the gray.
Oh, that's good.
And then Oh gosh, it's in the other one. Let me show you what I've got when I was in Florida. I got little charms with owls on them. I don't know how well you can see that, but they have owls on them. They're really cute. I've got these that go in between. I got these here are for Brandy's daughter. I got for her.
I like that color.
They're the aqua, and they have like a pinkish, purplish splatter
Oh, that's
paint on
cool.
them.
Yeah, I like
Aren't those
that.
cute? They're kind of Barbie-ish. She's having a Barbie birthday party. So I think this is, would fit in very well. I'm going to start making making and selling wristlets aimed towards like the rose quartz, like the crystals, like the
That's a good
rose
idea.
quartz and the amethyst
That's probably
and
a big
stuff like
seller.
that. Yes.
Amethyst will be a huge seller.
Yeah. And I'm going to start making chakra beads. I'm surprised they had this all together because I bought a bunch of the lava rock beads and I bought these too, a bunch of these different crystals. So I'm going to start making them like this. So, your chakra beads here. I'm going to make those. And if you want like an owl or these, my husband was with me and he wanted me to buy, I got skulls.
That's cool, yeah. That's right up your alley. What do you mean?
Yeah.
That's
I wasn't
that's
sure because they're big. They're big ones. I wasn't sure how good they would work,
Yeah.
But
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I'm
You'll
sure
figure
they'll
it
be
out.
fine. But my husband says to take one of the skulls and put them on the end of the chakra beads, like at the ends of it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Moonstone, I can do that, Vixie.
Yeah, I like moonstone.
Did you finish my mother's bracelet that has the stones of all her kids? Not yet, Brandy. I have to go get blue. I have to go get the blue stones. I thought I had enough, but I don't. So
I
I've
like
got
the
to go get
cat's eyes
those.
in them too. Some of them have the cat's eye in them. I like those.
I made my husband. It's on my Instagram. Blue tiger's eye.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The tiger eye.
Yeah. I made a blue tiger's eye wristlet for my husband to put on his phone. It is so pretty. I think I used all
Yeah,
the
those are
beads,
cool.
or I'd show you what they look like. But I've got all kinds of beads. Got all kinds. I like these green ones here. They're like real earthy color. They're real pretty in person. Yep, I've got all kinds. Just about anything you would need.
How come we ain't seeing nothing being crocheted? Huh?
By who?
Maria.
Yeah,
Crochet.
I know.
That's her name, isn't it?
She had a crochet channel
Where'd it go?
and she quit doing it. Yep, that's all the stuff I got. Plus I got all these here. All these 3 here. So I got all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna take Piper out. You need to go potty. Come on, let's go. So yeah, I need to go to Hobby Lobby and get the birthstone beads for Brandy's mom's. There's another one that I need to get to finish too. I need some beads.
Yeah, the gemstone ones.
Thank you, Deuces.
Those are always a big seller. That type of stuff. Those just like crystals and things, and even faceted like rose quartz and amethyst. Those are always big sellers. I've gone through a lot of that. A lot of moonstone, tons and tons of amethyst. But rose quartz too. That's a very popular one. JTV sells loose gemstones, and I would get some from them. They're mixed parcels, and I get a lot of them from that.
Wicked, they are like I wish I guess I could take mine off my phone and show you. It's like a bracelet, but it hangs from your phone. Why did my picture do that? Do you see my picture look crazy to you?
What do you mean?
My picture, on my bubble.
Looks the
It's all,
same.
it looks all stretched out to me.
No, it looks the
I
same.
don't
It's
know
fine.
what's going on. But they hang from your phone, Wicked. I have a Instagram page for it. Move, Lizzie. I have an Instagram page for it. Uh, if one of my mods could put it in the chat, and then you can go over there and look and understand what I'm doing.
Oh my
Your
God.
aunt crocheted an entire nativity set. That's funny. I saw John's. I definitely want one like UK blue and white. I could do that, Wicked. Message me on my business page on IG and we could work it out for you. What I saw of her crochet, it was beginner at best. My friend made me a queen size crochet Afghan that she put a fleece material on it on the back. It's a weighted crochet blanket. That would be cool. Thank you, Wicked. Oh my God.
Look at all those. That's how heavily decorated this guy is. Nobody has outdone this guy in his
You just
lifetime.
made my iced coffee come out of my nose.
I mean, look at that. You can't
Funny.
fuck with him.
Yeah, just whenever you get time, Wicked. Whenever you get time, just send me a message over there. Thank you, Sly. Sly put the link in the chat. And also, somebody had messaged me last night and asked me if they have beads and it's on, like a elastic, and they don't trust the elastic. They're afraid it's going to break. Asked me if they sent it to me, could I fix it for them? So yes, of course, I could do that too. If you have a bracelet or a necklace or whatever, and you want it more secure, I could put, you can send it to me. I could put clasps on the end and make it like an actual bracelet that you can take on and off that will not break. So I can do that too. Yes, Sly, thank you so much. It's a legitimate business, guys. I have a legitimate business. I promise.
No, they're really nice, guys. They're really quality. They're heavier than they look too. You can feel the quality of the stones. They're good.
Yeah,
I've seen a couple of them in person, so I know. I've held them.
yeah.
My
I
wife loves
had
them.
sent one to Johnny Mac's wife
Yep,
as a gift when I
it's
first
on her
started
phone.
making them.
I'll have to take a picture. But
Hmm.
and then a couple of her nurse friends got a few, and they love them. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
won't be disappointed. And they come in a very nice box, and they present really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. My husband thought I was crazy when I was buying all this stuff to put inside there to ship. And once he seen it like all together, ready to ship out, he was like, okay, I get it now.
Yep.
So, yeah. But also, if you're worried about them being too heavy, like my husband's aunt that we just went and visited in Florida, um, when I first started making them in October, that's when we had just went to their house, and I had made myself one, and I had made my cousin one. She's 15, and I had made her one. And his aunt was like, I would love to have one, but it's too, she has like rheumatoid arthritis, you know, and she was too heavy for her. She's like, I really want one, but it's too heavy. Can you make me one with a different material so it's lighter? I was like, yeah, sure, I can do that. So when we went down there this weekend, I had made one and took it to her. It's actually, I think they're plastic, actually, but it's on my IG. It's a black and white and gold. wristlet that I made for her, and she absolutely loves it. And it's 10 times lighter than the stones. So I can do that too. But yeah, let me look at the chat. Yes, I have bees. I do, because somebody had asked me to make Jules a wristlet as a Christmas present, and I did. And plus, I had made her. I was already going to make her one of my own, just from me to her, like I did for John and Cody. And the lady was like, I would like to have something different on there, like, and I started thinking, I'm like, what if I can find some bee charms? And I did. I found some bee charms, and they're super cool. Let me see if I can turn my camera back on. There's these here. These are all the big ones. I'm trying to think where the smaller ones are. I don't know what I did with them. Oh, they're over here. I have so many different. Here they are.
I think Jules has been in and out forever young. She's
Yeah.
she's in the bushes. Oh wow,
There's,
yeah, they are little
yeah.
bees.
Yep. I think I put one of these on Jules's. There's one of those. So if anybody wants one with a bee, I've got those bees, and then I've got just gold ones. I'll set it down too. I have those.
Nope, there she is, right there. Boom.
There's
Yeah, those are really
Therese.
cool.
I thought like I had a smaller one. There was 4 of them. So yeah, that's what I got. Oh, here it is. They're so tiny they get lost in the bottom. And then I have a smaller bee. That's what I've got. If anybody wants a charm, a wristlet or a bracelet with a bee on it, I've got bees. So yeah. Oh yeah, that's that. Deuces. Oh, thank you, Jules. Just got back home. Do you or can you get moon and stars for a wristlet? I sure can, Lainey Lynn. If you want like moon and star charms, I can do that. Can do that. And I was putting the evil eye on all of the wristlets, but I started thinking, like, what if somebody doesn't like that sort of thing? You know?
Yeah, yeah.
So I found a bunch of smiley faces.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah, I've got
Wow, they got all
black.
kinds of endless stuff, man.
Yeah, I got black, white, and kind of like a metal color. So
I like
that's
the
what I
black and gold.
started putting on all of the wristlets as like my signature thing instead of the evil eye. I found some smiley faces. So that's what I'm doing. So I don't know. I started thinking about it. I was like, I don't know if that would offend somebody or if they just wouldn't like it on there or whatever. So I found something else.
I don't think it would offend too many people, but you're right. A
You never
smiley face
know.
is it's a little more benign, you know.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Brandy loves her evil eye. Now, if you get one, if you order one and you specifically want the evil eye, I still have plenty. I could put it on there. If not, I'll just automatically put the smiley face. First comment about how did I get in touch about an owl one? OG Breeze, Sly has put my link to my Instagram in the chat. Just scroll up a little bit and you should be able to find my IG link and you can get a hold of me there. Yeah, I'm gonna end up starting a website so I can get, because I have lots of options for things, you know, like what color do you want, gold or black or silver clasps on the end? Do you want evil eye or do you want, you know, I just have all kinds of different things. So I'm gonna start a website, and then
That's
you
a good
guys
idea.
have all the options for you guys to choose from.
They can custom build their own,
Yes,
and then you can
custom built your own.
fabricate it. That's a good
Yes,
idea.
yes. OG Breeze, Sly just put my link in the chat again. Just get a hold of me there. An owl one, that would be cute. That would be really cute. Because I've got, where did they go? You've seen the owls. There's there. They're super cute. But yeah, I found those while I was in Florida. We went to Joann's. But yeah, we've been on here 3 hours.
Yeah, I know. And we weren't even commentating on any.
No, just chit chatting. Like I have not been live since last Thursday, and it's
That's right. It's been a minute.
oh OG. Yes, OG, definitely get a hold of me over there, and we can custom build you something. But yeah, some people like the evil eyes, and some people are, I'm just not so sure. So I went listen. Lisa and Jules, whenever I go somewhere, I seen the comment she made. Um, Whenever I go somewhere, I make sure to take my earbuds with me. And whenever I go into stores, I put one in my ear and I find something to listen to. And that helps me with, I guess it's social anxiety, I guess is what it is. But and it helps me like focus on that versus everything going on around me, you know? So I do the same thing because Jules and Lisa were talking about listening to something while they're out, and it helps me. I started doing that in 2020 and COVID. Like before that, and nothing bothered me, you know. And then all of a sudden, it was like I was like hyper aware of everything around me, and it kind of gave me anxiety. So I started doing that.
The world changed.
It did. Yeah, JJ does it too. She listens to stuff when she's in stores. Do you think the owl would look good with pink quartz? I think that would be beautiful, OG Breeze. I think that would be beautiful. I have rose quartz here. Let me get a couple of them out. But yeah, I have to have my earbuds in my ear while I'm live. I mean, not while I'm live, while I'm in stores to kind of help me. It calms me down. There you go, OG.
Yeah,
There's rose
quartz is pink.
quartz.
It is pretty pink.
It's a very pretty pink. Rose quartz and the owl. I think that would be very, very pretty. And I can also, if you want like customized with like, you know, letters, like initials or stuff, I can do that too. But I think those two would be really, really pretty together. I do. Yes, ma'am. JJ, and thank you again for helping the other night. Great advice. I don't know what you helped with, but I'm glad you did. So yeah, guys, yeah, that's what's going on over here. You know, everybody thinks I'm like a hate channel and I'm always like in the background fucking shit up. No, I'm over here starting a whole ass business. A whole ass business over here. all my stuff over here.
Well, Harry's very angry at us for some reason, like
I
very
know,
angry.
man. I don't know. I haven't done nothing to the man.
Very hateful.
Except say I don't trust him, and that's for good damn reason not to trust the man. Look at the shit he's done, you know? And now he's saying, oh, we don't dox people. That's not what we do over here. And then doxes Dudley's whole ass phone number. Okay. We don't dox anybody but people we don't like.
That's old tuna can for you.
That's right. That's right.
Jules has got the clip, man. Every time she plays that, it's hilarious. Come open my hole up, he says. Tough guy. He wakes up angry every day, that guy. I'm glad I don't have to live like that.
Yeah, I know.
You can hear
I know. You can, yeah. You can.
The people he has around him, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're not happy.
Not at all. But yeah, JJ, you going up on Siwa's panel yesterday, I meant to tell you thank you for doing that. Thank you for going up there and trying to, calm her down and give her some advice, and thank you for doing that. It was nice. What's this? Oh my. See, why do people have to, why? Okay, I got a screenshot from Broke on Blast, and Rakin comment is on the screen.
Okay.
And says, Brooke, does her son drink coffee or tea, etc.? I'll give him $100 gift card to Starbucks so he can get coffee on his way to work, and for working hard to make a better life for himself. A treat from me. Why? It's a nice gesture, yes, it is. But why? Why would you go into this woman's life and have anything to do with her son? Number one, it's weird. Number two, it's creepy. Number three, it's fucked up.
Some weirdo from the internet.
Yeah. Then she says, it broke my heart when she said she wouldn't give him money for groceries or anything, and if I can brighten his day on the way to work, then I'm happy to do it. Listen, he's a grown ass man now, right? He works. You gonna give him a $100 gift card to Starbucks to get a coffee on his way to work. It's not like he's sitting at home with no job, nowhere to eat, no nothing. And his daddy taking care of him now, right? He's daddy's boy now, right? From the way y'all talking, he's daddy's boy. Why the fuck would Siwa have to give a man groceries? Why? If he's working and his daddy taking care of him, why? Why? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you for the suggestion, Lisa. I am lost when it comes to all this business stuff. Decorated soldier. Oh shit. No boundaries. No boundaries, Spy. All right, Lisa Ann, I'll look at it when I'm done. No one wants their address out here. Yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing. That's another thing. With me and doing this business stuff and whatever, your address is just like anybody else's address. I'm not going to give out your address if anybody's worried about that. It's a business like any other online business, right? Actually, some people that's ordered twice, I've had to ask for their address again because I didn't have it anymore.
Yeah, you had to do that with mine. Yeah, you had to do
Yeah,
that.
I had to ask Johnny Mac his address twice because I just don't keep that stuff.
And I'm doxxed too, so that shows you she don't keep shit. She should have had that. You would have thought she'd have had that, right?
And
But no.
John's too. I asked Mod 148 what John's address was, and his address has been out there forever. And I don't care about that stuff. Like I don't do that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well, this is real world. This is reality. This is business. It's not YouTube drama. There's a difference.
Exactly, Black Swan. It's weird. It's insecure as fuck, only motivated to hurt Siwa using a young man, a child of someone they don't like. Yep, 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 yep. It crosses many boundaries. Do you need to go back out or something? No? Go lay down then. Quit dancing around the door.
That's just trying to
No.
win somebody over, trying to open up a line of communication. That's there's no good intentions in that at all. No
Yeah,
sincerity, just like you said, none.
yeah. None. None. Yeah, and Brandy says, Sophie, the last payment I made, I couldn't remember your real name to pay you on Venmo. Yeah, it's like, that stuff doesn't, it doesn't matter. It was painful to watch, but seeing many putting things aside to recognize that we should never get involved in personal family business was good. It was, OG. It was. It kind of warmed my heart a little bit. A little bit. Giving him donations will only encourage him to speak out more. It's not a good idea. Leave the whole family alone. Let them work it out. Exactly, JJ. Exactly. The amount of untreated mental illness on the internet is astounding, right? Jeez, these people. I guarantee their behavior and lack of boundaries. Yes, Jules. Yes.
I'll tell you what, since you guys have problems with your mental illness, send me a list of your medications and I'll keep track of them the way you guys keep track of mine. And then
Right.
everybody's going to win, right?
Right. Win-win situation.
I'll remind you to take your pill. I'll do that
It's
for you.
insane. It's
I know.
insane.
Ridiculous.
What? Do you want Lizzie to come inside or something? Are you worried about her being outside? Can we bring her in so you guys can play? You're not going to play with her. She's just going to run you over. Come on, shithead. Come on, Viper. She's in. And she was so worried about Lizzie being outside. Brooke needs to pay attention to her own family as much as she does Siwa's. I agree.
It's a no-brainer. Everybody should know to back off of this one. Everybody should know that without being told.
Guys, my husband was outside cleaning the yard, and I'm going to show you this bee's nest he just found. Look at that bee's nest.
Oh, wow.
Look how big that is. It was on the ground under a tree. Look at that.
That's got layers, man.
Crazy. It's layers and layers and layers of a freaking bee's nest. Holy crap.
Storm must have blew it out.
Crazy. The storm must have blew it out of the tree. It's crazy.
Well, it's gone.
It probably a wasp's nest, yeah.
It's gone, man.
A couple of summers ago, there was bees that made a nest in the foundation of my house.
Oh, yeah.
Like the literal foundation of my house. We got rid of them. Yeah, it's super cool. Like I seen something laying out there because it was out back, and I could look out my patio door and see like a big clump of something sitting there, but I never knew what it was. My husband was cleaning the yard just now, and yeah, that's what it was. OG says, Jules, don't laugh, but I only have one phobia, and it's bees. But just real ones, not you. But yeah, leave the family, leave families alone. Please leave families alone. Okay. If Siwa and her son and her son's father have issues, let them work it out, please. Don't get into it. Please, even though he put this video on the internet, which I'm pretty sure that he was encouraged to do,
Of course.
please don't. Just leave it alone. Please leave it alone.
And I didn't even go back and listen to it because I was told that, you can hear like he's talking to somebody on there to where like he's being coached or it's scripted. And I didn't even go back and listen to it.
I didn't either.
There's no reason to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play it or they're really dig into it at all.
No.
So I don't care. It's not my business. I do care. I hate to see this type of stuff. People go through this crap on here for no reason other than somebody's entertainment.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And my foundation, Lisa says carpenter bees will make nests in wood and foundations. They're bigger than honeybees. I have like cinder block foundation. And they drilled themselves through the cinder block and made a nest in between the two pieces in my fucking house. And they made a hole on the other side, which would be in my basement. They made a
wow. So
hole
they were
that they could, yeah, they were coming and going both ways. Yeah, it was very scary. There were a lot of bees. It was a big nest. And don't ask how we got rid of them because it wasn't easy. It was not easy. Yeah.
No, that didn't find its way to Reddit on its own. I mean, that
No,
was
it didn't. No, it
planned thing.
didn't.
And
It
it's
was-
just
it
like
was-
with the subs, with subbing to the channel. Why?
Yeah. Yeah,
Why plug
exactly.
that?
Over 300 channels or 300 subscribers in one day. Like, why? Why would you? And 95% of those is Maria and Ann's and Brooks, Cooch's, Dirty Cooch, all them. It's all their subscribers. 95% of them are their subscribers. That is encouraging this.
It just doesn't make any sense why
It
they would try to
doesn't.
promote that
It doesn't.
channel.
It makes no sense to me at all. It's sad. It's sad to me.
I would be look. Nobody would want to have this happen to them. People sticking their nose in their personal lives like that. It's so.
Yeah, it's like I was saying. Like, what if this was your child that did this? How would you want people to react? You know, you wouldn't want people to talk about it and promote it, and no, no, no. It's a Reddit post that just come up. Children are off limits? Question mark. Apparently not. I have a horrible feeling 2024 is going to get very, very low. We will learn more about Maria, Ann's, and Brooke's children whether we want to or not, as they clearly condone this shit show. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Let me see what else is over here. You are all trash. Anyone going live on panel or in the chat of those discussing Siwa and the situation with her son. Don't any of you ever claim you don't talk about people's family or children again. Yes, he may be 20 and he may have and he may have put the video out there himself, but you are older and you are all had the choice not to mention it, not breathe life into it, not to profit from it, but you just couldn't help yourselves, could you? You are all trash. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am,
Well,
you're right.
OG's got a point, man. It is sickening. They got real giddy and excited about it. You know what I mean?
They knew it was coming. They
Yeah.
knew this shit was coming.
And they get off
Period.
on it. It's such a low blow. They couldn't contain themselves.
No, they couldn't. No, they couldn't.
Frustrating, man. I'd like to be able to do something, but there's not. What can we do?
Yeah, exactly. What can you do? What can you do? Let's see what else we got here.
Just talking about Billy the Exterminator. He's one of my daughters, I think, actually had a crush on him back in the day when they were kids. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but they did.
Hold on.
He reminds me of Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue. They got the same hair, different color, but they dress the same. Too good to be true. Still going, huh? She's been on since, I think she went on at like 11:30, 11 or 11:30. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Wow.
Okay, sorry. She's still live?
That's what somebody said. Let me take a look. No, she's not. No, but she was on for a few hours. But yeah,
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me though. But that's they thrive on misery. So if there's a way to hurt somebody really, really deeply and low, they're all
Yeah.
over it, man.
Yeah.
And they get so excited they can't contain themselves.
They do. And they don't see it. They don't see what they're doing.
Well, because they got tunnel vision and to outside perspectives. If you see the way they're acting, it would gross you out.
Yeah. Yeah. Lizzie, get out of that water, please. That's enough. Come on. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. We've been on here 3.5 hours now. And I'm gonna try and get some of these wristlets done so I can mail them out tomorrow. But anybody want to make an order, get a hold of me on my business channel and we can customize you something. And we are going to be talking about all of these situations more later in the week. I'm going to try and do a members live in the next couple of days. So everybody that's a member, watch for that. If you want to become a member, the join button is on my landing page on my YouTube. If you have an iPhone, go in through Chrome and become a member that way. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming, Johnny Mac.
Yep, no problem. Thanks for having me on.
All right, bye-bye.